Hello, everyone. Welcome to part 2 of me and CDR ranking every Mortal Kombat stage. I fucked up the intro because normally I say what I'm doing, and I say I'm also joining CDR. But I just said I'm joining CDR mid-sentence, so I'm sorry, CDR. Please do your joke.
You, you are always welcome in the tier list of my forefathers.
That's fucking awesome. Anyway, bro, everyone's already clicked off the video now. I might as well end here. We are ranking the Mortal Kombat 4 stages and the Day and Night stages,
That's
including
right.
3 GBA stages. One of them, I'm the only person who knew about its existence, and I had to make a whole wiki page for it.
Yeah, Jane's an editor on the MQ Wiki now, not regularly, but
Yeah, I've given up on it since the fucking new game. It
Okay.
like
Whatever I would.
how they handled the whole Scorpion Sub-Zero thing beyond new, it's a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah. Whatever I would edit on MK Wiki, I would always just make minor corrections.
Yeah. There's a whole section of like Dagon's wiki page that used to have Karo and Orin mixed up, and I had to like swap them around.
Oh, that's weird.
Whoever wrote
That's
it
weird.
like
There's
just got
this
the
there's
name
this really
wrong.
annoying thing they would do where they would phrase some of the retcons as though they were reveals, and I would have to like go in and edit and like,
Epic
okay, no,
reveal.
it was
Epic reveal.
retconned that Raiden and Shao Kahn were the only survivors. It was retcon that Sidow's evil all along. Let me just clarify that. Like, you really need to clarify what's a retcon and what's not with this fucking franchise, so you're just gonna confuse people. And like the wiki should be the one place that doesn't fucking confuse people, because like the actual franchise is a mess right now. YouTubers lie a lot. Like the wiki should
I never lie,
have
guys. You can trust
factual
every word I
information.
say. I am a fact spitting machine, okay? And you can quote
Okay.
me on like everything,
But
and
you're not a machine, so you just
I'll always
lied.
be right. Yeah, just wait until I cyberize myself. That's gonna be rad. Or make an Iron Man suit. Fucking MK12. Cyborgs are cooler than Iron Man. Anyway,
Yeah,
we have stages
yeah.
to rank apparently.
We
Um,
do.
we'll start with the
Apparently, that
MK4.
might be why we're here.
Again, the order's just whatever the fucking system put it as because I save it every time I get through a game. So
Yeah,
there's no specific order other than they're in order of game. Um,
right.
but first we have, I literally think this is just called the Nether Realm. I think this is just another hell stage.
Okay,
But
okay.
this is the
I'll take
coolest
your word
one.
for it.
This is a
Yeah, I'm
fucking cool
actually.
one.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Just ahead of time, I'm not as familiar with MK4 stages. Does MK Gold add any new stages?
I
I don't
got
think so.
I think it's in the original MK4 because it's where the boss fight is in gold. I can't remember about
Mm.
base MK4 because I couldn't get past Goro in base MK4.
Oh,
But
I meant like like when doing research and whatnot.
what do you mean?
But like when looking up the stages to add them, did you find out if MK Gold had any new ones?
Yeah, gold is new, honest.
Okay, okay, okay.
The living no living forest is in both. The soul chamber's a new one. Oh shit, I just moved one of the stages. Anyway, I moved the palace grounds. Um,
Oops.
so there's the fucking soul chamber. There's the church. Where's the church? Uh, Did I not add the fucking church? Oh my god. I saved it.
I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Are you sure this first one isn't the weird NetherRealm church?
No, that's just another one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not.
I
I'm
don't know
not as
why
up
I didn't
on
add
my.
it. Oh, there it is. It's between the prison with the fan and like the firewall. I couldn't tell. I thought this because the stained glass is really far away, so I couldn't. Okay,
yeah. The
it's
pictures
fine.
are a little odd. Yeah,
Um,
I admit I'm not as up on my MK4 and gold stages, so you'll need to help me out a little, but
yeah,
uh,
but the gold stage of the church, the soul chamber, and I believe other ones are gold stages. I can't remember. It might
gotcha,
just be those two.
gotcha.
Um,
Okay.
actually, yeah, it might just be them. I'm not sure. regardless, the NetherRealm stage. It's kind of a generic but still cool throne room.
It looks
And in the
dope as shit.
background
Yeah,
is
I
like the
like it.
pillars of the MK3 Hell stage,
Oh,
behind the
cool.
throne. And like between,
Makes
it's
sense.
like an open window. It's like Palpatine's office.
Oh, I
Um,
like that. Yeah, I mean those weird skeleton pillars were like one of the first like aesthetic things established with NetherRealm, so it makes sense to bring them back. So this is like Shinnok throne room?
Presumably, the Shinnok boss
Okay.
fight. It's the only NetherRealm throne room. Obviously, I can't really confirm that because it's just called the NetherRealm and there's no lore
Right.
tied to the
This is
stage. Really.
right. There's this throne room in his Spire in Armageddon that doesn't look exactly like this, but
Yeah, this would be different to
mm,
the other throne room.
yeah, I don't think that chair is quite big enough for Dagon to hide behind. Actually, no, maybe he could. I don't know. But yeah, no, I think it looks
Cool
really
though.
cool.
It's got like the Gothic flooring and it's got the cool like
Yeah.
red and black throne. And it's got the nice banners with the dragon logo inexplicably on them and the hell reference with
The
the
big
background.
banners, yeah.
Cool.
Those pillars, like it looks like there's like teeth in the ceiling.
Oh yeah. Um,
The chair itself has kind of like a cool look to it. Um, let me
I
There we go.
I'd
Yeah, this is
say
dope.
yeah. I'd say this is probably an A.
Yeah,
Maybe
go
like
for it.
top of B. It's better than the Shang front room, definitely.
Oh yeah, no, definitely
Um,
much better for sure, for sure. I kind of like it better than the MK3 Hell stage, honestly.
oh yeah, definitely. It definitely goes
Yeah, so we could put
above
it.
that.
You don't think it goes above that?
I think it goes above the hell stage, at least.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. At least. I kind of like it a little more than the Living Forest, but like maybe it's just because I've seen the Living Forest a bajillion times.
I could put it over the Living Forest. I agree with that.
Okay, cool. We'll leave the arena above it because it does have the cool animations with like Kentaro jumping onto the fighting area and shit like that.
Yeah. Um, next we have Gora's Lair. It is it's Gora's Lair. It
I do like this one a little more, like it being a semi 3D space. Like it's a little more expansive. It's a little more
the
booty.
the cobblestone texture is a lot better.
Yeah,
You
the
got
lighting is much
porches.
better.
You've got like little
The
rocks
old,
on the floor that you can
mhm.
throw. I guess we can count
Yeah,
that as interactable.
the uh the, yeah, the old Gore. I always thought it was a skull. The old Gore's layer was like weirdly bright for what it is because I think like by MK1 they hadn't really figured out how to like utilize darkness artistically in the way like MK2, 3, and 4 do.
Yeah. The
But
the
yeah, no, I think.
the skull
Go ahead.
heads are in the firewall, by the way. Well, severed heads up in
Oh,
here. Um,
right.
yeah, it's just
But
rocks.
yeah, I think this one's pretty cool. Obviously, like we've talked about like, the fundamental like oddities about Gorals just as a location, but um,
It's very similar to the original. It's just in 3D now, so it's cooler. Uh,
right, and again, like
MK4,
better
I
lighting.
think its graphics have aged worse than any other game, but that's only really for the character models. The stages look pretty good. I mean,
The stages look really good.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. The character models, right? They're very of their time, but like pretty much. I mean, like everything from this era of video games looks of its time.
yeah, because it's not
So
3D, and it's
right,
pretty weird until like
yeah. And a lot of
2000
games from this
something.
era, right. And a lot of games from this era are still held up as classics anyway, like the original Tomb Raider, the early Resident Evil games, Mario 64, the 64 Zelda games, stuff like that. So they weren't doing too bad for themselves back then.
Yeah,
Plus, there's Deception Conquest, which you like those character models are kind of a return to like this simplistic style.
yeah. Um,
But yeah, I think we could move this Goro's layer up to B. I think it's much better.
the bottom of B.
Maybe above like the Dorphin,
Yeah,
but that
okay,
glowy
yeah,
green
I
thing in the
agree with
middle
that.
is pretty cool. Oh, okay, yeah, let's do it.
And the Evil Monastery's better, so
Yeah.
keep it fine now. Next we have the Ice Pit, I think it's called. Could be wrong on
Interesting.
that. It is.
One of our early Lin Kuei theme stages, it looks like.
Yeah, I believe it is like a Lin Kuei training ground thing. It's like a little
Interesting.
fighting arena pit.
Interesting.
From what I
It looks like
remember.
it's a by this time too, this would be like an area based around like the original Lin Kuei rather than Kuai Ling's clan, which is how we get
Yeah,
most of the Lin Kuei stages,
because
Deadly Alliance
MK4 and
onwards.
Gold is interesting because it's still Sub-Zero being hunted by cyborgs. Well, at least
Right,
Gold.
yeah.
Cyrex is doing his
He's
own
still
thing
in
at this point, but Sector's is still looking for his ass. Um,
yeah. He's still in the transitional space of his character arc. You know, in a proper reboot, you'd probably use MK4 to to like you'd probably put Sub Zero building his Lin Kuei in MK4 as something for him to do a little more, but yeah.
yeah, I think this one's cool. It's pretty simple. You know, it's just
Mhm.
snow stage, which I think every MK stage that's in the snow, with the exception of like Arctica stages, I think they're
For sure.
all pretty eh. This one's
Yeah,
probably
but
my
this
favorite
is
of them. I like
oh yeah,
the whole
definitely.
like pit thing. Um,
It's
it's
got like
just
this
pretty
cool like
cool.
barracks in it.
Yeah, it's like a simple kind of like old timey like Earthbound location. You know, it's just got like these
Right.
stone castle-esque walls, I guess.
Yeah,
But it
I
looks
really like that.
good. It's nothing
Mhm.
crazy, but it works.
If this wasn't a fighting game, I could totally see this being some kind of like stage in a platformer, like 3D platformer.
Yeah,
The random thought. Yeah, I quite like it.
I don't know where we put it.
I want to
Um,
say B.
Probably another low B. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, in I put it above the original bottom of the pit. If we, I
Yeah,
think count
agreed,
it
agreed,
as a
agreed.
pit bottom,
I
I
would put
guess.
it yeah, I would put it above the pit bottom, but below the armory. That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
So next we have, this is the Shaolin Temple. It is where in mythologies you have the boss fight with Scorpion, the first one. The second one
Interesting.
is in this game as well. It's basically
Interesting.
pulled from mythologies itself. I'm pretty sure it's has to be used. It looks a bit different
Uh,
because of the
mm,
game engine,
right.
because it's 3D. Of course, they
Mhm.
had 3D backgrounds anyway, but it looks different because the whole game's 3D. Makes any sense.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of the stages are different between the two though, but
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure there's a difference. I don't think it's a simple port. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. It's
Mhm.
simple, but it's nice to have like an interior of like a Shaolin temple. Um,
Yeah, I really like it. I think it looks really cool and interesting, kind of foreboding. There is some stuff with the mythology Shaolin Temple that I think stylistically doesn't really make sense for the Shaolin, like all the skulls on the walls and shit. But
yeah, it feels like you're just throwing like your generic MK aesthetic stuff.
yeah, right, generically Mortal Kombat-y stuff, which not nowhere near as bad as the franchise nowadays throwing in generically Mortal Kombat-y stuff, but still kind of weird. It's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. I
Yeah,
just kind of like that pattern in the ceiling with like the structural stuff.
yeah. There's a lot of good patterns, ceiling, walls, the lighting's good.
Mhm.
It's just a solid stage. Yeah, nothing
Yeah,
too crazy, but I like it.
yeah. MK4 is probably right there behind like MK3 and Deception for me of like the MK game, but like the moodiest like lighting, and I really enjoy that about it.
Yeah. It's good dark lighting. It's not just like
Mm,
MKX where the game itself is just dark.
yeah,
Um, I don't know where this goes. Um,
I'm gonna say B again.
low B somewhere. Probably.
Lowerish.
I,
I kind of want to put it like right behind the Wastelands from MK2, but I don't know if that's like too high.
that's what I was thinking. I was about to say I probably
Oh,
prefer this
okay.
to all the bridges. There's
Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
going
All the
on.
bridges.
Um,
Yeah, I like it a little more than the armory.
yeah.
Um, well, the original armory is still very cool.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
So that's that. Mhm.
A lot of low Bs. The Living
Yeah.
Forest. This is the first 3D Living Forest.
Yep. The first update of it.
Yeah, and it, it's a bit more simple than the original in terms of what's going on. Because I mean, if you look at it, it's basically just like this simple like grassy plains, and you've got the living trees in the background. The lighting's
Right.
done very
Right.
well. How because they like the trees sort of come to like shadows as like
Oh yeah,
further
the
into the
lighting is
dark.
very
It's very
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Um,
It evokes the original, but also has a very unique feel. Honestly, I like this one more than the 3D era Living Forest, where I think they unfortunately like didn't really like get the feel right. There's always going to be a problem with the Living Forest of trying to expand the area into a more 3D space without making it kind of boring. Um,
yeah, I feel like this is one stage that it doesn't translate well to 3D. At least not how they did
no,
it. I feel like if you were to do it, you'd have to go pretty wild with it and have like living
right?
trees on the stage itself. Maybe the desktop,
Yeah,
maybe you just break through them or whatever.
right.
There's
Trees that you can
potential
break
to
through,
it, but
trees so you can knock
obviously
people
this is the first 3D
into.
one, and the Deception one's a chess combat stage, so that's a
Yeah,
simple 2D
maybe
bit.
maybe right. Maybe there could be like an interactable where like if you're playing as like one of the bosses or super bosses, you can like grab a tree and hit somebody with it, and you can
Yeah,
only do it with those characters because they're the only ones that are like strong enough.
the trees are well animated in this one. And like the
Oh,
Deception,
nice.
where they're just not animated at all. I'm pretty sure this is the
No.
one where the trees make like this really annoying screaming noise, which I just find funny. So and also, I guess it's just with how because the trees are closer compared like Deception. Deception they look
uh,
really weird because they're like
yeah.
really skinny but really tall trees, and you can just tell it.
Mm,
They have the face and just a regular like oak tree for the rest of it, and like there's no like
mhm.
branches. It just keeps going up. Here they're
Weird.
closer by, so you can have that like more incomplete looking tree design
Yeah, yeah.
without it
One area that
looking weird.
Yeah, one area that I think is a downgrade from the original is like you said earlier, the actual like area, like main area where you fight is just like a grassy plain. There's not that separation between like that sort of road, like dirt road and the bushes anymore.
Yeah,
I do think it's a bit of a shame. It's a lot bluer than the original, which I think is really interesting. I don't know, I just like that. Like
yeah.
MK4 is a pretty blue game. Like I don't know.
But did somebody say Blue Portal? Because an
You're
iconic
not
phrase,
putting it in mid.
this is probably going like A tier somewhere. I
Yeah,
mean,
definitely.
probably right above the original, up behind.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't really mind, which I think they both have
Mm,
their pros and cons.
yeah, I'm gonna say above. I think.
There we are.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. The actual forest itself, I think, is cooler looking, even if the main fighting area isn't as well separated.
Yeah. Next we have Reptiles Lair. It is a really cool
Ooh.
stage. The lore behind it is it's Reptiles Lair.
He
That's
lives
part of it.
there.
It has the cool little like iconic reptile eye in the middle. It's got like
That
some cool
eye,
green
yeah,
stuff on the walls. It's just a very cool stage.
yeah.
Like I don't know what to say. It's very cool. It's very unique. It's the one reptile theme stage I can think of. Um,
Yeah, it's the only one. The only other ones I can think of right now are like other updates of Reptile's Lair after this.
yeah, I guess you could say the swamp, but that's more just
Ah,
as a Terran location. This is like
yeah. I
just
mean,
reptile's home essentially, which is
any kind
interesting.
of like, also like any kind of like acid themed location like always feels reptile-y to me. Like the acid, like the Deadpool or the acid bath or whatever it was called in Deadly Ones. Like those always feel kind of reptile-y to me.
Yeah, this is just cool.
Yeah, this is really cool looking. I feel like this is one of like the iconic MK4 stages.
Yeah, very iconic. Comes back from again. I'm getting to it. It's obviously much better, but this is still pretty good.
This is really good. Yeah,
It probably I don't know where you put it, but I think it's an A tier.
definitely A tier. Yeah. Maybe right below the church.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
They're both very visually intriguing.
Yeah, What do we have next? We have the Soul Chamber.
Ooh, I've never like looked at this Soul Chamber very much. Is this one from regular four? Or is this from gold?
This is gold.
Okay, okay, yeah, the gold Soul Chamber looks incredible. I love that. It kind of has like the feeling of like like the Doom series, kind of that kind of vibe.
Yeah,
Um,
actually, it's like the lighting's very dark on the chamber itself, but
yeah,
contrasted by like the glowing green light. I like the orange tip spike things, whatever they are. They
those
look
are
cool.
so
And
cool.
again, having that
Yeah,
like bright glowing colors in such a dark space makes
yeah.
it pop because
Uh-huh.
personally, I do not really care for the soul chamber outside the chamber itself. This does a good
Hmm.
job of making it stand out. Whereas in a lot of other
Yeah.
things, it's kind of just in a cave.
Right,
Um,
right, right. But yeah, it plays with the darkness really well. The statue
yeah.
head itself is a little differently shaped, and I kind of prefer it. Like, it looks more foreboding and like less like a
It's like it's looking
silly
down
monster
on
face.
you.
Yeah, right. It looks judgmental, like something inevitable. That's really cool. Yeah, I would put this right above the original
Yeah, it's definitely an upgrade. Where even is the original?
for sure. At the top of A tier, right
Oh,
behind
oh
Shotgun's
yeah,
Cave.
of course. Yeah, very cool. Next we have the
Yeah.
prison. This is another one we actually have lore because from mythologies. Mythologies really get most of our lore for this game, honestly. Um, and it is just a prison cell in the prison of souls, which is in the nether realm, and it's got these crazy guardian things who don't show up in this stage, unfortunately. And honestly, this is probably the least interesting part of the prison of souls is the cells, because it's just a metal box with a fan.
Yeah, like
That's the
the
only thing
most
I can really say.
right. The most interesting thing about the cells and the Prison of Souls is the conversations and interactions that Beyond has with Scorpion and Shinnok in them.
Yeah, the environment stuff doesn't really interest me. It's similar to like the Cocoon in prison, but that has a lot more going on. But they're similar in the sense that they both have like these fans on the walls
Yeah.
and they're like
Oh,
metal boxes.
that's actually funny that you mentioned that. Actually, I think that Takunin Prison is actually meant to be sort of an update of this.
It's clearly inspired by it because as the fans on the
Yeah.
wall, it's a metal box room, but obviously very different contexts. One's a one's a flying futuristic warship, and the other's in hell, but also futuristic actually. Um, The fan is cool because it's one of the two stage fatalities in this game. And I think this game is the
Hmm.
best stage fatalities. The fan's pretty funny. Just swing go around, you yeet them into it. Pretty epic. I think the other one's the spike one, and I can't think which one is spikes. It might be the tomb.
Ah,
I think it's spikes on the ceiling.
gotcha.
I think. Could be wrong. Um, but yeah, I know this one has a stage fatality, so that's something. Other than that,
That's very
there's not
cool.
really much. It's
No.
not like cool to get like a Prison of Souls arena at all, but if it had been like an outdoor area, it'd be much
Yeah.
more memorable.
You know what? It's kind of weird that they didn't try to make that they didn't put the Bridge of Immortality in this game as sort of sort of a pit equivalent type stage.
I assume it's because it's 3D. That's the only thing I think of. Although even then, you have like these platforms that seem to be wider beneath like the main bridge. They
Yeah,
could have done that. Maybe had like the dinosaur rider in the background or whatever.
yeah.
I don't know. This one's probably a C tier. I think.
Hmm.
I think it's probably high, but I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Let's put it at the top of C tier.
All right, yeah, that's fine with me. Next we have the church. This is my favorite church, and that's just that. It's just because of the stained glass. I think the overall environment. I don't like that it's darker. I think this is one where the darkness doesn't really help. I don't like how
No.
I don't like how the glass rooms are further away. Like I said, I thought I missed this stage out because it's very hard to see. And you gotta focus to like
Yeah.
appreciate the
The
detail of some of the glass.
right.
But each
The
window has stained glass panels of a character. And it's kind of cool because you've got
interesting.
Quan Chi, you have Shinnok. Then it
Yeah.
gets a bit weird. You have like some Shokan guy, which I presume is meant to be Goro, but like it's a completely
Yeah,
different
Goro.
line.
It's
So
Goro and Shao Kahn, I think.
there's Shao
Because I
Kahn,
think
yeah.
they're. I
There's
think
also
the stained glass art.
Scorpion because reasons.
Uh,
Um,
I think the stained glass art is based on like specific pictures of the characters that they already had.
yeah,
Like I'm pretty sure Quan Chi is like a stained glass translation of just straight up his side of the MK4 cabinet box art, or well, you know what I mean.
yeah, I think that's
And
right.
like Shinnok is based on like a production pic from Mythologies, and Shao Kahn is based on a picture of him from like the one of the trilogy games. And then Goro might be based on trilogy games, might be a picture of him from '95 translated into that style. I'm not really sure. I
Yeah,
haven't
I'm not
looked in a
sure
while.
about that
Yeah,
one.
that's really cool. The original church is one where the brightness helped it be a much more compelling area. This one is a little too gothic, but the stained glass windows, um, getting that bit of interest added to them is definitely very cool. I
I think
think we
the
could put this,
idea that
but
this was turned into like the Brother Shadow, like a cult room, I think that's a
yeah,
cool idea. I think there's appeal
right.
there. Outside that, I probably can't call it better than the original. Outside of me just liking that idea, and the glass. You have like a little altar at the top, but you're just finding like a little circle area in the middle.
Hmm.
Um, it's good, but it is a bit bland outside the windows.
Yeah. We could put it right below the original church, unless you think that's too high.
No, I think that's fine. I think that's fine
Okay.
because again, I still think it's a good
Yeah.
one. It's just the stained glass is just really, really good, and that probably puts it higher than like because everything else without the stained glass, it's a quite like it's probably a low B.
Hmm.
Um, but it does elevate it. I just, I just could not put above the original, even though I like the idea of Gold's one more.
Yeah.
Um, Actually, the Firewall. Um, this one's
Ooh.
cool. Um,
Yeah. Another one's really iconic to this game.
yeah, it's the wiki kind of Shinnok is defeated here, even though this is
Mm.
not the boss
Interesting.
stage. Not in
Oh,
Gold,
maybe.
though.
Well,
Maybe it's
maybe.
different between Gold and 4. Maybe it
What?
is a Gold stage. Let me check
Hold
that.
on. Hold on. Hold on. I was going to say maybe they use this location as the background in Liu Kang's ending, and that's why the wiki says that.
Maybe. I don't know. Because the throne room might be a Gold stage. Um, but this
Uh.
one's cool. This is like the severed heads you can throw around, which that's something. Um,
Hmm.
it's very unclear what the deal with this stage is. Even Armageddon that expands on it a lot more. It
Yeah.
seems to imply it's like some like fucking like corpse factory thing, but I don't know what they're doing there.
Weird.
Um, because like I'm gonna as a Ghost Machinery. This one just has the well
Yeah.
itself, which is very iconic. It's
Hmm.
very cool.
Yeah. This one comes back later. I want to say Armageddon.
Yeah, Armageddon. The Armageddon stage is really awesome. Unfortunately, you won't get to play it because the fucking towers suck in that game and it doesn't show up. Um,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I am googling. I am googling. Um, I want to know for sure. I I just like the fire in the background. Really, I think that just gives it a lot. Just that background with the well. The rest of it's kind of just it's another just stone room. Um,
Yeah.
Kind of same with the church problem, but it does have that very iconic space. Okay, Neverrealm. This is the Neverrealm is an arena in Mortal Kombat Gold, and is essentially an old version of Scorpion's Lair from UMK3. I think that's a reach. It's kind of just. Actually, let me look at. Yeah, no, that's not right. It has hell in the background, but it's a different stage outside that. Um.
Silly MK wiki.
Okay, that must be a gold thing. So the Firewell's the final boss in Raid MK4, and then gold is the throne room. I think. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. But yeah, that's interesting. I mean, they're both fitting locations. You know, you've got these two Neverrealm areas. It makes sense. this might be connected to the fact that like you lose in MK4 and like your character's falling down a well, but that well's a
Hmm.
very different design. But it's kind of a neat connection there. I don't really
Yeah,
have
I
much
feel
else
you.
to say. It's just neat. I it's neat. I don't know what the deal with it exactly is, but it's neat. I'd probably
Yeah.
put it. I don't know. Like um,
Firewell. I would put the Firewell in A. I think it looks dope as shit. I think it's one of the best stages of this game. You know what? Honestly, I think I kind of want to put it like in between the MK3 church and the MK4 church. If that makes any sense.
yeah,
Like
actually.
above the MK4 and below the MK3 one.
I
You
think
get it.
it's similar to the church in the sense that again, it's kind of just like this stone room, but then has like a very cool background detail. And
Hmm.
the Firewalls one stands out a bit more, I'd say. And also it has an interact
Yeah.
wall, so give it points there. Next, we have the Elder Gods Arena. This one's both weird and very cool. It is a one
Yeah.
heaven stage. I think it gets a lot of points for being there. Um, it's one of I guess it's the original of the many depictions
Mhm.
of rooms where Raiden consults with the Elder Gods. Ah, funny joke. Oh, oh, what a great joke.
Mm.
You can't do it anymore because he's
Mhm.
not God. But
Oops.
thanks, MK12.
Liu Kang must consult the Elder Gods. Maybe? Do
He
they
doesn't
still
even
exist?
fucking
Ah,
talk
fuck
to the
it.
Elder Gods.
Who the fuck knows anymore?
The one being doesn't exist. Sure, the Elder Gods can help out, right? Because the Titan Law just replaces the the one being. Anyway,
It's so stupid.
anyway.
Well, we're
Um,
not. Yeah, we're not here about to fucking rant about fucking modern MK.
Reveal Hero Day.
We really would. We should do that for video. No. Live stream. See how long we could go on ranting about modern Mortal Kombat.
Too long,
Oh god, it'd be like 6 hours.
at
At
least.
the least. Oh my god. Okay, okay, okay. Here's the deal. The other guy said, "Yeah, no, this is really cool looking. I really like the blue. It's kind of it's kind of got like an aquarium feel. If that makes any sense."
Um,
Um,
I guess. Well, it's just their
I don't know.
big faces in the tanks.
The faces, yeah, there were big faces in the tanks.
The faces look very funny. They
They're
look
very funny,
very
like they're
fucking
little
funny.
moving around, like
Yeah,
brute shut like
I
it's
I
so
I do
stupid.
like it.
They did not know how to design like the Elder Gods back here, like. I mean,
Still
MK
don't.
across the years has had MK across the years has had issues with trying to figure out how to visualize the Elder Gods. I think the best that they've done is the Deception through MK versus DC style, where they were like these cool like ethereal dragons. That was cool, and the individualized designs from Scorpion's Revenge and Battle of the Realms.
Yeah,
That's the best they've done with I don't like them being generic Star Wars holograms
that's the best part
or
about the realms is that they have like the dragon form, and then they have like the
mhm,
like human-esque form.
right,
I
right.
think that's neat.
Mhm.
Um, Here they're just blue faces, and it's very funny.
They're
And
very
it
funny.
probably hasn't aged well, but it's kind of cool.
No,
I don't know.
no.
I don't know why there's like is it like a fucking pentagram on the wall? Um,
Yeah, it's some kind of star pattern. I think it looks kind of neat.
it looks neat. I like how there's a bit of red, mixing with the
Yeah,
blue. It's a unique color
right.
scheme.
It's the only stage we have in the franchise that's set in the heavens.
Yeah. I think if what does this a lot. It's another room that is just like just
Hmm.
in a stone box
Yeah,
essentially. Um, and it works. It's a common
right.
pattern, and it doesn't really show off the heavens. This could just be you could just say this is an Earthrealm location. It's in Raiden's sex basement, and like he just kind of calls him sometimes. I don't know why I threw sex in there. It's funny. Um,
This is it. Anyway, sex report right show.
yeah, I like this. I like this stage. It's just goofy. I don't know what tier it goes in. I think put like top
Yeah.
of B at least. Um, because I probably wouldn't put it above the courtyard.
Yeah.
So I guess top of B.
Probably is valid, right? Yeah, no, I'm down with that. That makes sense. It's definitely like a B tier stage to me.
Yeah. Um, next we
Beautiful.
have I might be missing a stage. We might
Oh,
be we might technically be missing one. And
okay. Well, we can always get to it right at the beginning of the Deception Armageddon video.
there is a stage, and I remember this is one I did save. There is a stage that is it is just like set in the, the background of like the towers, and you can only do it in like with
Hmm.
like a combat code. It's like a hidden
Interesting.
stage, but it's playable. So it doesn't have a name.
Interesting.
I don't think so.
The combat code stage.
There's not really anything to say. It's just we include blue fucking Paul, so it probably should be here. But
Yeah.
for some reason it's not been added. I say it's probably like a D or an F, though. You know. Anyway,
Ouch,
the
I thought we were gonna have to wait
combat.
until MK9 to get to the F tier
This ain't
stages.
called the combat tomb. This is called just the tomb. I think. Let me check. They really did not have good names for the stages in this game. I will say that they have
Yeah.
the most fucking generic stages. Stage names, sorry, that tell you nothing about them.
Yeah. I feel you.
This is why stages got their own bios until they didn't. Thanks, NetherRealm.
Fucking another Thanks, WB.
Okay, yeah, it's just called the Tomb, the Tea
The
House.
tomb.
Um,
The tomb. I don't know why I started doing that. I should
and
probably
yeah, this
stop.
is a. According to Ricky, it's apparently part of a tower. I don't know what their source is. I guess in the background, it looks like they're high up because it's like they're in like
Part of
sky.
what now? You like glitched out for a second.
They're part of a tower. The
Oh.
tomb is like in a tower, and I guess it's in it because of the sky.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
and very like this purpley sky, an outward location. Uh, it's a different shade of purple. It's more blue here. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, what I do remember is this is a stage where like Brother Shadow members are buried. Um,
Oh, interesting. That's kind of cool. Or I mean, they can't really like die permanently, but like it's kind of interesting if the Brother of the Shadow would like care about honoring their dead if they have anyone under their employ who can die permanently.
I guess I just bury the bodies. I don't know.
Oh
Maybe,
yeah, maybe bodies are still left around if you're another
yeah,
Omer.
yeah. I mean, I assume they
Probably
would.
gives them
I know
extra.
mythologies, they just kind of like fucking disintegrate.
Yeah.
But
I mean, maybe like they collect their bodies of like previous, for lack of a better term, like incarnations of their members to like as fodder for like a zombie army or something.
yeah, it's interesting, but it's very vague. It also has like a Shao Kahn kind of skull. I guess, and actually, it's just a skull. Now I'm thinking about it. It's like a skull
Hmm.
behind like a throne. This is where Reiko's
Oh.
ending happens. This is probably where most people remember it. This is where Reiko goes and
Um.
ending, but it's not Shao Kahn's
Yeah, it's
throne. Definitely not.
it seems like they wanted to like loosely reference Shao Kahn in bits and pieces here and there since he was the previous villain, but
Yeah,
with
I feel like this is
without realizing
one
that maybe
that
they.
this would probably be like the Brotherhood's base when they were helping Shinnok, not Shinnok, Shao Kahn. That's the only thing I could think of.
Oh,
It's an
that's
interesting stage. We
interesting.
just need to know more about it in terms of its context. Looks
That's
cool.
a really good idea, though. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the colors. I like the red pillars. Again, there's a lot of cool background here. You get to see the sky.
Hmm.
There's some nice like pillar sort of archway things. You've got like the throne, you've got like the skull in the background. It's a very cool stage, and I do believe this is one that has like
Yeah,
spikes on the ceiling for stage fatality.
cool.
I can't think of a stage other than this that has it. And I think that's a reference to like the Kombat 2, the MK2 stage. Um,
Um,
I assume
interesting.
it's a cool
Interesting.
stage. It's a cool stage. It's the
Mhm.
context on it's weird, what little there is, but I like this one. I don't know where I'd put it, but
Yeah,
I'd probably put it
I think it was
higher.
cool. I
I'm
put it
trying
in
to
B.
kill a
I
moth.
think. No, leave Killer Moth alone.
No, I'm killing
He's
a
the
moth.
best.
Good. Give us a ranking when committing murder. Honestly, our clock's ticking.
Honestly, I
It's
feel
getting
like we
crushed
could put
right
it right
now.
behind. Good. I feel like we could put it right behind the Elder God stage.
Whoa, 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 CDR, so your roll. I I think this stage. Actually, I need to compare it with the others. I was going to say I think this is an not an S tier, an A tier. But I mean, let me look up what's actually an A tier.
Yeah.
Because I like this one. I don't know the
Mhm.
significance of it, but it's cool. Uh,
Yeah, for sure.
the moth is dead, by the way, guys.
Oh.
I I'd put it in A. I'd put it like above the MK3 pit, personally.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. I can vibe with that. Yeah, absolutely.
No. The Tomb fans are so happy right now. They are ecstatic. All three of them. Okay.
Mm,
Next we got is Windworld. It's a place. It's a place in Earthrealm. It's
yeah.
the weather's shit. It might be in Britain. Maybe that's it.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
This one's really cool though because it's like the one stage where you just get to see the sky. There's the background of sky, and you get to fuck with all their special effects in this one. You get all the rain. You get like lightning
Mhm.
striking. The lightning sometimes forms Shinnok's face. It is fucking dope.
Whoa, that's
The stage
incredible.
itself, it is just like some like dirt, like a platform, like a small, I guess like a small like mountaintop thing, kind of like those little platforms in like the Wind Temple. That's in mythology. That's something I can compare it to. This is different to the Wind Temple, but that's what I feel it's similar to, of course.
Mhm.
And I don't think there's any lore to it. Um,
Uh,
but but the sky effects are cool. This is where Raiden talks in like the intro to the game. So I
oh,
guess I
interesting.
guess it's a place for gods. I guess they just stand there.
Yeah, some kind of meeting spot. Yeah, I don't know.
It's where they do their expositions. It's
Mhm.
cool. It's cool just because of the sky, the lightning,
Yeah.
just the weather effects. The stage itself is forgettable. I just like the effects and the sky, which I think is enough to get B tier. I think if
Yeah,
you compare it
absolutely.
to the pit, now that I'm putting them side by side,
Mm.
it's I think there's more going on with the sky than the pit, but the pit itself's more iconic. But I think it goes around the pit areas in B.
Okay. Give me a second. Excuse me. The pits. I think we could put it right below the pit two, the one with the one blazing hardball on the background.
Alrighty, yeah. It has been done, and as a result, we have completed the Yankee Fussy, except for like the ladder, which, if I remember, I'll throw it in next video. I did download a photo of it. Um, it's
Okay.
also one that you just see the sky, but it has no special effects. It fucking sucks. Um,
Oof.
I've been actually moving all the daylight stages, so mine might be out of order to yours because I keep actually moving them. But first we have
Um.
I
Okay.
don't know why I put these ones in first, but we have the handheld exclusives.
Yeah.
And there are the first two here are from the GBA, Game
Mm.
Boy GBA one. And then Tournament Edition has the Swamp. That's the concept art of the Swamp. The Swamp was a uh,
Mm.
a cut
Interesting.
stage from Main Daylights, and it got into Tournament Edition. So we'll get to that.
Interesting.
First, we have the Armory. It is just like the MK2 one, but in 3D. It has like the same background. It's more pixelated though, because it's Game Boy
Yeah, it
one.
doesn't have the weapons in the background. The lighting isn't
It
as
does.
good.
It does. I
I
do
don't.
remember it does have the
Okay.
weapons. It must be a different side, but I do remember it has
Yeah.
the weapons just like the
Okay.
original.
That's cool.
I'd say the
This one
original's
doesn't
still
look as good to me.
better,
I
but
yes. We could
it
put this right below it.
yeah, it's basically the same, just not as good because of the
Yeah. Yeah.
limitations.
Yeah. The 3D era would go on to do like a better like upgraded armory.
Yeah, where is the armory? Oh, there you are. Okay, yeah, just right behind it. I do think it has a better floor though. It's a brighter color,
Mm, I
and it
think
makes
that's
like
fair.
the ring things stand out a bit more.
Hmm.
Yeah, the original's better. Next up, the Spy Facility. You can't really tell, but search up if you search up MK Wiki Spy Facility, you can get some more
Yeah.
photos of it. It is nothing special, honestly. The cool part is the fact this exists and no one knows that it does. Um,
Yep.
it is it is a spy facility essentially. You are on like a runway for like a plane or whatever. You know, you've got like some
Hmm.
grass on the side of the stage. I think there's like traffic comes by in the background. And then in the back, like in the background, surrounding like this runway, this flat land you're flying on, you have stuff like these like just regular like stone square buildings, and one is like a garage with like a bunch of cars in it. So
Hmm.
this is just like some official like government agent facility of sorts, I guess. Um, there's no law for it, but it's called spy facility. You got spy cars, and
Yeah, it's definitely some kind of like special forces base or something like that.
yeah, presumably it ties to the special forces. Anything that would make sense.
Mm.
Um, it's pretty generic though. Um, there's nothing that
Yeah.
really goes, oh, it's a spy place. It's like, oh, there's a building in the background with cars, and you're on a runway.
Yeah.
It is a like it is just a generic like just any like office facility, except has like some weird runway. So I guess it's like a plane coming. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
If that's what I see meant to be, I don't know. It's vibrant. I'll give it that. Um,
Yeah.
the existence of it is interesting. The stage itself, not so much. I'd probably say this is like a C tier. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Probably the very bottom of C. You probably argue it's like a
Ouch.
B. This is a very rough stage. Probably why it's so forgotten, other than the fact it's only
Let's say
GBA.
bottom. Let's see. I want to be nice to it.
It's not in the blue portal stage. Right,
We'll
now
get
the
to you, D
swamp.
stages.
And the swamp looks a lot worse than the concept art because it's all like pixely. But it's cool. It's just like kind of like you're on this like damp like water platform, like this swamp water, and like the
Yeah.
background is kind of like this like foresty area. I think the tournament edition stage itself does have like the bones of like the crocodile you see in the concept art. It's cool.
Oh,
It's also
interesting.
one. It's also a stage we have actual lore for because yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Even like the unused, the scrap State of Daylights, they had more lore than like everything we were getting in the previous games. This is like
And
a
everything we're
part.
getting now.
It's a part of. It's in our world. It's a
Okay.
part of what
Makes sense.
Zatara was. It's like
Oh,
ruins of
nice.
Zatara essentially. And
That's
it
really
even shows
cool.
up on the. Actually, no, it doesn't. I was going to say it shows up on the Deception Conquest map. But the crypt map, not the Conquest one. But it doesn't.
Excuse me.
There's a mention like a swamp place, I think.
Yeah.
And then I just said, "Oh, that's where this is in my fanfic." I think that's why I did. I don't think it's officially listed. But yeah, this is a
That makes
cool
sense. Yeah,
stage.
it's yeah, it's really cool to have like a remnant Zatara stage in that world. That's always dope as shit.
Yeah, I find that personally graphics charming. I probably should have got an actual
Hmm.
photo of it instead of this, instead of concept art, but it is cool. Um, I'd probably say it's like B tier somewhere. It's a very interesting stage.
Oh, definitely.
Um,
Sorry, I'm so sorry. My throat is bugging me. How close to the concept art does the tournament edition version look?
it it retains like all the details I can think of. Again, it's like the alligator bones or whatever. It has
Okay.
like trees in the background, and like the actual where you're fighting is like this little
Mhm.
like burrowed pit thing with swamp water. It's basically
Cool.
the same thing, but
Okay.
obviously pixely and stuff.
A little,
Um,
little low res, yeah.
yeah, I'd I'd probably say it's like I don't know, a-
Hmm.
above Gorzla,
Which Gorzler?
the MK4 one.
Oh, in B tier, sure. I put it a. I kind of like it more than the Temple at the pit bottom, or even the Lin Kuei stage. But
Oh yeah. Behind the
I
armor
kind
and
of,
everything.
I kind of, yeah, I kind of even like it more than that. But
Holy shit! Big swamp fan here is CDR.
I know, yeah, I'm blot out by Big Swamp.
Right in. What stage is next? I think I moved one because I have the palace ground.
Next for me, yeah, next for me is Shang Tsung's palace. It's like it's
The
like the
outside bit.
exterior.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the
Okay,
palace
okay,
ground.
okay.
So Sung's Palace and Daylights, it has like the outside courtyard area, which in Deception shows where everyone's fucking dead. And then
Yeah,
you have the
the
interior.
area where right. The area where like the camera is like is like rushing in to like show the fight. Like it's really cool. I love the cinematography of the Deception intro. Yeah, Shang Tsung's palace in Deadly Alliance. Okay, this is where we're getting into the stuff that I'm really like excited about. If you couldn't tell, Shang Tsung's palace in Deadly Alliance is one of the most iconic areas in the franchise, and to me, probably the most iconic location tied to the 3D era.
I think just like the structure itself, just the location, it is the best location MK history. There's so many stages connected to it. It's
That's
so slept
extremely
on.
valid.
We keep bringing back the fucking island, and the island's really cool. Don't get me wrong, but this
Mhm.
is peak Shang Tsung with
This
his palace in
absolutely.
Outworld. He's got like his like home in the acid bath. They like enslaves a whole fucking village to build a palace
Mhm.
next to it. And then here's the grounds, his new courtyard area. It's fucking
Yeah,
nuts. It is so nuts. It needs more appreciation.
for sure, for sure.
This one's good. The interior is cooler for sure, but this one's awesome because you get to
Mhm.
see the outside of the palace. You get to see the exterior design. You get to see like the stairway leading into the entrance.
Yeah.
The Solnado in the background. You've got like these cool like dragon statues at the front of like the bridge. And you have like
Mhm.
souls coming into the palace. They're being dragged into the Solnado. So you have like these souls like whizzing past you as the fight goes on, which is a fact that stays in the interior, of course. So that's a nice bit.
Right. Yeah, I forgot
Probably
about
one of the
yeah,
coolest stage effects there are. The souls
for sure.
going around.
Yeah, I admit the palace grounds aren't an area that I often like think about or remember.
They're not as
Like I usually
memorable,
think of no.
but
I
they
usually
give a
think of
good like
different.
overlook of the planet.
Okay,
Um,
I'm looking at it right now. Um kind of I've got a better look at it.
CDR
Maybe.
gonna take a closer look. Don't go into the tornado.
Kowalski, magnify. I don't think that's the meme, but like whatever.
It's Kowalski analysis, actually, CDR. You're not
Yeah,
really familiar with
I know.
Madagascar law.
I'm not a big Patriots Madagascar fan. I swear I'm not.
Bro's magnifying. Um, yeah, I think this is pretty good. I think this is an elite stage as an elite location. CDR, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Right.
You
Okay.
can hear.
Yeah, I
Sorry, I was
kind
just
of
doing
hear you.
research.
It's just you were silent. I didn't know if
Sorry,
you
it's
were busy
not.
magnifying the palace.
I'm trying to find like. mm, Uh, I'm trying to get like a better look at it because like this preview image isn't super helpful.
Judging by preview images, the ones that I thoughtfully picked out, the
Oh,
ones that totally weren't just in like the
I'm
preview of the fucking
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
page.
Is that it? No. Just trying to like, cause I genuinely don't remember it very well. Like it looks cool, but I'm trying to remember what the actual like fighting area looks like.
There's such a like tower playthroughs and skip through. If you look at a video,
Well,
there's no
well,
videos dedicated to the stages outside of music.
I, I don't wanna like click on a video because I'm worried it might fuck something up with the audio.
Oh yeah.
Um, hold on, it's, it's bugging me.
Where's it got to know? Where's it got to magnify?
Mhm.
Sound to have put a smiley face on the tier list, by the way, guys. I've put that smiley
Aw.
face and giving you V-Bucks. I'm not doing that. By the way, guys, any Fortniters in America, get your fucking refunds because they just got another lawsuit. They got to pay you back. They got to give you that money back, guys.
Uh-oh.
You got to get your money back from Epic Games because they're a very smelly company.
Been doing some sussy things.
Yeah,
Not
I
gonna
don't know.
lie.
It's like the fifth fucking lawsuit they've had regarding their V-Bucks. Like, damn,
It's crazy.
deserved, but damn.
Yeah.
V-Bucks inflation hitting us hard as well. That's just going up. Um,
Yeah, the Fortnite economy.
yeah,
Anyway, back to Mortal Kombat.
yeah, that's like Mortal Kombat. You're right. No, man, it was someone in the subreddit. I feel bad who it was. They said they bought Havoc, and then everyone at the time you unlock him in the story mode. Geez, folk, right? That should not be an option. Just buy him early. You know, if you're buying it, people think that's just regular DLC, or like really rich
Yeah,
people who are just like trying to look at the content immediately.
pay to win.
It's not pay to win. Havoc's apparently dog shit in that game
Pay to
because
lose.
his frames are fucking terrible. I'm not a frame data guy, but they're apparently real bad because they have them do all like this fucking crazy over the top bullshit. So it just means you can just be punished for everything because animations take so long. Um,
Bruh. The bullshit. Okay,
yeah.
I can't find any other looks at it, but the Palace Grounds does look really cool. Um
We got the verdict, boys. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool. We can put this one in A tier, I think.
Thing. I agree. I think this goes above the Soul Chain, the Soul Nado. The
Okay,
Soul
yeah.
Chamber, not the Soul Nado is cooler than the Soul Chamber. That's what I'm saying. So I think it
Yeah.
beat that.
Okay. Down with it.
I found a cave being ahead. I find it's being top of A. I really don't mind. Um,
Mhm.
do you agree?
I would keep it. I think I would keep it below Shotgun's Cave.
Okay. Who's, how many times Shao Kahn suck your dick? Do you say that? Right. Dragonfly. I agree.
Whoa! Whoa!
I'm just saying stuff. Is the dragonfly next?
Yeah.
Is
I think so. I think that's the Dragonfly. Yeah.
the dragonfly's fucking cool? Outworld transportation. Holy shit.
Yeah. We don't really like see a lot of that unless it's like generic carriages.
Yeah, and this is cooler. This is fucking
This is
rad.
much
I
cooler.
want to go on a dragonfly. And I, I think they have. I think they do like a support. Basically, it's a platform.
Interesting.
It's a circular platform, very convenient because that's all the
Hmm.
stages here. Um, but it's on like a dragonfly build. It has like these crazy wings, and people just use it to
Yeah.
like fly over the realms. It's planes
That's
basically.
cool.
You're just on like a flying platform, and it's really cool for a stage idea because you're constantly moving. The background is changing
Hmm.
because you're flying around. You don't like change like your the biome you're in or anything. It's just like this kind of like dusty like I don't know, sort of like a not grave like I mean it's what the color in the preview images in
Yeah.
the actual game. It's like kind of dusty
Hmm.
in here. Might have been cooler if it was like a purple sky or whatever. I think this is probably more unique though. Um,
Yeah, valid.
but yeah, like you just like fly past and it's a very cool animation background.
Hmm.
Platform itself is just like one thing. It's just a really neat idea. I don't think the city itself
Yeah,
is
I feel.
crazy, but like I think it's very cool. And if we had
Hmm.
death traps and I yeet someone off it and just wait for the splat. Um,
Oh yeah, they should have brought this one back. That would have been really cool. Yeah, no,
yeah,
this stage is awesome. I think it's very interesting. It's one of the like more out there ones if you're looking at it from a lower perspective, but it's really cool.
you're telling me wooden platforms can't fly CDR. I think this is very possible.
You know what?
I think this is what we need to
You
work
know
on.
what? No, no. Jane, hear me out. Hear me out. Mortal Kombat: Deadly Alliance predicted Tears of the Kingdom.
Holy shit. You're right. This is like the weird like wing thing. I need to get back to that game because
There's like a weird fuse system thingy. I
I
need to
got like
get
a
that
I got
game.
like a month after it came out and like even though my birthday's like a month later, so I got a bunch of newer games after that. And
Oh
then I just
yeah,
haven't played it since. And I still have a lot to do in it because there's a lot in that game. Good fucking game.
yeah,
Good game. And I said someone who didn't
yeah,
like Breath of the Wild that much. Anyway,
yeah.
the Dragonfly's cool. I think it's
It's so cool.
I think it's an A tier.
Top of
Um,
it, it's
Probably
extremely unique.
yeah.
And like we're at Deadly Alliance now, so we're getting to like the really good stages.
You're fighting on a flying thing like that's fucking elite.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
I don't know where it goes, but it goes high. You're gonna notice a lot more stages get very high up now that we're in actual free era. And this is
Yeah.
before we get actual like
Yeah.
fully interactable stages as well.
Hmm.
Um, Most of the Second Round game stages will be S tier. I'm
Yeah.
betting on
Yeah,
that.
definitely,
But
definitely.
being
Deception
safe though,
Armageddon have fantastic stages.
yeah. Um, let's see. I think it goes above the poles. I think it goes above the pit. Goes above the tomb. Goes above hell. I'd say it goes above the Link Forest. Um, I don't know how much higher we go. Um,
Oh, are you still judging the Dragonfly?
yeah, I don't know whereabouts it goes in A.
I put it at the very top.
My God,
Do you do you think that's too high or
no, I'm fine with that.
okay?
I would never put down the dragonfly. It should fly. Uh, oh my God, we have another Shang Tsung's Palace stage. Let's fucking go. It's the acid bath. The acid bath is fucking
Yeah, the
dope.
acid bath. I love the acid bath. The acid bath is super cool.
Yeah, the music slaps. The music slaps on all these stages. They honestly has the best soundtrack. Just fucking
Hmm.
banger, banger soundtrack.
Yeah.
Everything's a vibe. Modok's there is the best. Just stage music in general. I think that's just fire.
Hmm.
Acid bath's cool. Um, I mean, the only real con I can think of straight away is it's basically a new Deadpool save. It's much better than a Deadpool. However, it's still one acid save.
Yeah.
You can't
No,
actually
this is
knock him into
much
the
fucking
acid.
better.
However, I think it's made up by acid brothers. Um, that will
Nice.
spray acid when you get close to them. These like with these like little like belly, like acid filled bellies, they'll spray
Oh,
acid on you,
interesting.
and it does take away damage, which is definitely the most unique interactable in this game.
Yeah.
Of course, shame it didn't get to come back
This
because
game
you could have just
reinvented the game.
slapped in that Deadpool's stage fatality, death trap, sorry, and just
Yeah, they
put
could
it
have
on
brought
this
this
stage,
back.
and it would be elite. This probably makes
Right, right,
the S
right.
tier anyway. Honestly, I think that was really
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. Because like
I
this could have
think
just been like,
the like
sorry.
demon Buddha things spraying acid. I think that's interactable that no other stage has anything like. So
No, no,
that's a
no.
very unique thing.
Right. Plus, like this particular game, like because this reinvented the entire style of Mortal Kombat. At the time, didn't like there wasn't a lot of stage interactables because everything was new. They didn't really
Yeah,
know how to do them yet until they invented death traps.
this
But yeah,
game,
this one is definitely one that. Sorry. I just want to say this one is definitely one that should have come back like Kuatan Palace did, and just like had a easy that like a very obvious death trap added to it. I
yeah,
keep sometimes I keep thinking there's a death trap every time I'm playing and like trying to be careful. I'm like, wait a minute.
yeah. You just gotta stay away from the acid because they do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. The only bit interactables in this game are like there's like whatever like structures or obstacles in the stage. Like the last tomb has like some like stone statues that you can break, and that does damage.
Cool.
But that's about it.
Yeah, this is such like a good like. Hold on, it's being weird. This is such a good just design as well. Like it just looks incredible.
Yeah,
Like the
it's really
temple and
cool.
the eyes and everything. Like it's
A lot
just.
of lore as well, because this is. I mean, the first thing, this is Shang Tsung's house is one of the buildings near this. I think it's.
Mm.
I think what's going to be is one side is like Shang's old house, and the other side is like a path into like the palace itself. And like the lore for like the acid bath thing is like Shang
Mhm.
Tsung would host his own like private tournaments here. It's just like his own amusement. And then like Deception, you have the Dark Prison, and that's where he keeps fucking people for his tournaments, or just to like
Yeah.
kill them for souls. Like
Yeah,
evil
he's crazy.
motherfucker. This is like terrifying Shang Tsung. This is the Shang Tsung I fucking like. Um, just a very evil man. Um,
Yeah. Bro's at the top of his game in the 3D era. Like seriously, that has not been surpassed.
yeah.
That depiction of him.
Also, Scorpion gets knocked to the acid bath
Not
at some
loser.
point. Like right before they do the Chad handshake, they like in the acid bath. That's where they form. And like right before that, like Scorpion tries to kill Quan Chi, and Quan Chi does like his kick thing, his slide kick into the acid for Scorpion in Conquest, which is
See,
very
there should
funny.
have been a death trap.
Even
Quan
without
Chi knew
Moloch
what
and
the death
drama, like
trap was.
Scorpion still gets clapped by Quan Chi. What a fucking
I know,
bozo.
right?
Um,
So silly.
yeah, this is really cool. Just everything about it, the music. Of course, it can be improved by just simply giving it Death Trap. But other than that, and again, you don't need Death Trap. Most games do not have the Death Trap. You know, that's a deception
Uh,
on anything.
yeah, yeah.
And safe
As
attacks,
much as
I
I
don't really
love Death,
matter because at the end of the fight, they don't really mean much.
right,
But
right,
I'm
right,
cool with it. But obviously, that is something that is a shame that doesn't have, especially when like 2 years later you'd have like the Deadpool, which is
right.
the less cool Daniel of this, and then it has that
Yeah,
cool Death
as
Trap.
sorry. Yeah, I was just gonna say, as much as I love death traps, the deadline stages are not lesser for not having them.
Right. I think this is at least top of A. I think we're getting to a stage that is
No,
probably like an
I think we
S.
can put the acid. I think we
Yeah,
can put the Asabath in S tier. I think this can be our first S tier.
I
I
agree.
think this is a good metric to judge S tier by.
Yeah, it still has an interactable, one of a kind interactable. It's very lore heavy and important.
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
awesome design, awesome music. It does everything right.
Mhm. Yeah, it's
Oh,
very
this is
good.
another S tier stage. Holy shit.
Oh, it has to be. This is top of S right now. Right now. Do it right
Yeah,
now. I'm telling you.
yeah.
This is here we are. Okay, so I was a little less enthusiastic about the past crowns, but this Shang Tsung's palace interior from Deadly Alliance, iconic stage to this game, the setting of the deception intro. I mean, I like the stage that needs no introduction almost. Like this area is iconic. Everything is perfect. The ground, the lighting, the pillars, the undead army, the Soulnado, everything's incredible here. The big ass um doorway for Onaga to walk through come Deception.
Yeah.
You know,
Which is
the
con-
foreshadowing, that
connected to
feeling.
the
But
outside bit because you see the entrance and you see the exit in both places.
yes, yes, the way that the way the two locations complete each other, even if I think the interior is much cooler than the exterior. Um, uh,
Has his throne room pillars here with like the gold dragon patterns on them.
yeah, has really good music. Those screaming souls, which can get a little annoying sometimes, but like it's not that big of a deal. Um, uh,
The Soulnails are awesome. It creates like a really cool lighting because it's a pretty dimly lit room, but you're fighting
mhm.
in like it's like this circular area at
Yeah, this is
at the end of the room. You don't find like the
yeah.
whole, I guess, like the corridor area of sorts. Like between, you don't fight between the army that's just behind
Mhm.
you. Um,
Right,
but it is such a big room, and like you can see a
right. It's a
lot in the
big ass
background,
room.
like how far it goes.
Hmm.
You can see like there's like a second floor. There's like a balcony off to the side with like
Hmm.
rooms going through. Presumably one leads to the
Yeah,
castle bath. It's all connected, and it's fucking cool.
yeah. It feels like an evolution um of like a lot of like the aesthetics of like MK4 stages, kind of. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, um, yeah, I think you're right. I get what you mean. And how it's
Hmm.
like this interior bit has like a main focus point in the front middle of where you're looking at the Tornado, and then you've got like a bunch of stuff in the background. It's very cool.
Yeah, yeah. This stage is incredible. This is one of those stages that um this is one of those stages that trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. Like this is one of those ones that like define this era. Like this was one of the deception intro, like Liu Kang getting killed, like stuff like that. Like this was like this shit like set the tone.
Yeah. Next, we have.
Um
Um,
I thought I had something else to say about the palace interior, but no, it's just iconic. It's
yeah,
incredible.
it's cool. It's just dope. With the Quarton Palace. I
Yes.
forgot what we decided we were doing with this because Deception brings this and Quan Chi's Fortress back. They're the same stage, same look and everything, but they add a death trap. Um, and
I
well,
think
this
we
one has
agree.
different music between the two. But is that
I
enough to get a separate slot? I don't think it is.
No, I don't
Did
think
we
so.
just
I think
talk
we
about this
agree.
including the Deception death trap?
Right.
Yeah,
Right. I think we agreed to just talk about these here and include the deception
yeah,
changes in
that's
addition.
fine. Because it's the same design, it's the same layout. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, this one's really cool. I'm pretty sure
Hmm.
it's this and the acid bath that were like the main marketing stages. From what I can recall. Just the surrounding lava. It's just very cool. Um, the lore is like this is actually part of the Shokan Palace, but this
Hmm.
is like a burial site for him, and
Yeah,
Goro
like this.
fucking
Like,
dies again.
yeah.
Which is stupid, but putting that aside, you get a
I
nice
think
like,
this is a
burial spot for him.
yeah, it's a really cool area of honoring Shokan dead. I find it interesting that they cremate their dead in fucking lava.
Yeah, that's well.
That's a
But
choice. I kind of respect it.
wait,
It's
what's the
metal as fuck.
might be off topic, but lore question. Um,
Mm.
how, how did they fake that? How did they fake like a Goro corpse in there?
Oh, Goro put like his royal seal on the dead body of another Shokan who was too like mutilated to recognize.
Oh, that's fucking stupid. They butchered Goro's character. Goro would
They
not
really
do that.
did. He
He
would
would
never do
not
that.
do
That would
that
be
to a fellow
dishonorable.
Shogun. Yeah.
No. Be cowardly.
Also, I know it's the 3D, but not all Shogun are meant to look like Goro. I know they all share the same model, but
Also, this area is used in Katana's ending, of course, for like Goro's funeral, and that's like really sweet.
yeah.
That whole thing.
It's just sad he fucking dies immediately. MK4 just given such kind of. That's the
I
only
think
fucking
it's
thing that
so
annoys me at this
funny.
stage is it reminds me that they stupidly killed off Goro again,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
even though
it's
he's in
so
the
funny
next
that
game.
Yeah, I think it's so funny that in the game where Liu Kang fucking dies, they focus more on Katana's relationship with her buddy Goro, that she was good friends with, instead of like her supposed
Yeah,
boyfriend.
yes,
Apparently,
you're right. You're right. I hadn't thought about that because her ending is all about going to Goro's funeral. Nothing about
yeah.
Liu Kang.
Fuck Liu Kang. I don't think they ever mention a funeral for Liu Kang in that game. Damn.
They have the tomb. Funny enough,
Because like
the chapter I'm
I
gonna write
guess
will have Liu Kang's funeral. That's funny.
I guess they figured like Kung Lao like is the main person trying to avenge him, so I didn't need to like do that. I didn't need to like put that much emphasis on it with Katana. Like, there's enough emphasis on it with Katana and Baraicho and Raiden and all the other characters, but
Even fucking Johnny.
yeah, even Johnny. I don't gives a shit. I mean, his bios and conquest and ending would fool you, but other things like Raiden's conquest belie that he gives a shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Exception, simple but effective death trap. You can knock him into the lava now. Great.
Yeah,
That's all you can
it's one of
do.
the easiest to trigger death traps though, so it could be a little annoying.
Yeah, this isn't conscious for obviously because daylight saves share the same circle layout. Having a death trap just all around it, quite easy to
Mm-hmm.
trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Good for speedrunning. I don't actually have them unlocked anymore because I'm pretty sure getting them both replaces the chain of artifacts. Um,
Yeah, and Jane's a big Chamber of Artifacts stan.
yeah, I'm a big fucking chain of artifacts guy. Fifth. I'm the
Yeah,
number one chain of artifacts then. I reset my profile just to play it again.
it's awesome.
um, But yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. Just a Baron, and like got all the Shokan head statues. You've got like the throne, I
Mm-hmm.
think, in the background. I like all the torch things.
Oh,
It's just awesome. The music in Daylight
that's so
slaps.
dope.
The Deception one probably fits it more, but it's shared with the
Hmm.
Nexus stage, so it's like you could have just kept the original for more
Yeah,
variety. But it's
it's
like a whole
weird that they
description
changed up
about
the
like
track.
why the music composer did what I did for the Deception one. But and it fits more probably, but it's just weird. Both
Yeah.
are good
No,
though.
I mean, it's no problem with them changing it.
Yeah, I think this is A tier, of course. I think.
Definitely. I moved it already. I put it above the two soul chambers, but below the palace grounds.
Yeah, that's valid. There we are. Of course, it has a death trap, but probably the simplest death trap. It's cool,
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
course,
It's
but
a simple. It's a really cool, but arguably simple area. Like by the standards of the 3D era, it's a pretty simple stage.
right. That's why I don't have it locked. 'Cause it's like, oh, that's cool, but it is
Yeah.
still a circle. That's the thing.
Hmm.
Um, Regardless, very good stage. Next, we have the
Hmm.
I presume it's pronounced as the Lung Hai Temple. And
Just
yeah,
sorry. On mine, the like Lin Kuei Temple exterior area is next.
right. That's why I moved then. Okay, we're doing the Linkway Temple.
Thank you.
um, this one's cool.
This stage is really cool. Yeah, it's one of the better like ice snow stages in MK. Is like cool like ice structures and stuff, and like the temple in the background looks really interesting. Obviously, we
This
get
is some
better
of the
looks at
best
the Lin Kuei
flooring an MK
Temple.
stage has had. It has like the eyes and it
Yeah,
has like a reflective like mirror aspect to it. It's very cool.
yeah, it's
There's a lot of
very cool.
icicles to smash through. That's a cool
Hmm.
interactable. Um,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just awesome. Yeah,
Um,
and you get to see it because it's outside. It's just in like Arctica. It's just like random snow patch. The snow forms a dragon logo. That's very
mhm.
cute.
Oh,
Very to
that's
include.
interesting. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's really cool.
You get
Obviously,
to
we
see
would get
Arctic
better
Temple,
looks.
which is
Mhm.
looks the same in Armageddon because they had design consistency. So it's cool to get to see that in the background. That's a really cool
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
stage. So the
yeah.
background's
What I
awesome
was
just for showing. Sorry.
right, right. I'm so sorry. I was just trying to say. Obviously, we get better looks at Lin Kuei Temple in the subsequent games because we get like exterior and like training grounds and things like that. But for what this is, the stage is still really cool and is a really cool kind of introduction to Lin Kuei Temple.
Yeah.
I
Hard
quite like it.
Sub-Zero's Lin Kuei, Reform Lin Kuei. Um,
Yeah,
it's
but
cool.
I really like that like glowy light coming from like the one open doorway.
Yes, that's another thing in Armageddon.
Hmm.
Armageddon just keep that same design. It's perfect. Um, yeah, it's a fucking dope
Yeah,
stage. And again, A tier, I think. It's gonna be a common
Mhm.
theme.
For sure. I put it at top of A tier on mine. I don't know if you agree with that or not.
I think I do. It's got a good background. It has like the ice cores to smash through.
Hmm.
It's one of the most clever use of the dragon logo thing because you know me,
Yeah.
I don't actually really fucking like the dragon logo in stages because it doesn't make
Hmm.
sense. But it's just it's a very cute way of doing it in this one.
The best way I've like seen to justify the dragon logo in universe is making an emblem of the elder gods, but like then that makes some of its uses not make any sense.
Yeah, it's always the same most of the stages. Because I agree
Yeah.
that's what it should be, right? So
Hmm.
like if you had a tournament, it'd be like plastered over like the Shanghai Island, let's say. But outside of that, and like certain like elder god religious place or whatever. Yeah, I don't even think it's actually in like the Elder Gods Hall stage, which is fucking funny. The
That is
stage you'd
funny.
think it'd be at. Um,
Yeah. My favorite use of the dragon logo is the way the camera pans down to like a to it on like buildings in the openings of Deception and Armageddon Conquest.
yeah, um,
I just think that shit is cool as fuck. I just love
and
that little
MK1 like copied it like 20 times.
oh my fucking god. Of course it did. Also 12.
Sorry,
We already did
sorry.
MK1. We will not honor their stupid title.
It's taken over. It's taken over me. Um,
God. I was gonna say was the stage is probably less unique than the Dragonfly, but it is a much heavier like and better like story placement, which obviously matters a lot to us as writers.
yeah, big lore guy. This is
Mm.
leagues ahead of the Linkway Temple and X. That stage is
Oh,
fucking
for sure.
shit.
Fuck,
That's a D
fuck
tier.
Lincoln
That's a
Temple
D tier
next.
if I ever saw one.
Oh my god, for real. C at the highest, honestly.
Um, the Lungai Temple. This one's like well, one of two stages that's like a wooden platform over like a
Yeah.
pool of water. This one's like a little weird like octagon boat thing or whatever. I
Wait,
fuck with it.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. To be honest, the next one for me is like, what is that?
Is it
Oh
a
wait, maybe
brown
it
thing
is.
over water?
Yeah, there's like lights around it. There's red
Yeah, that's what I'm
flags.
on about.
Okay, 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 okay. I thought it was something else, but I was like the Wuxi Academy or something because I'm silly.
Yeah, that's similar because I do the same thing. Basically. I honestly prefer this one. But the lore for this
Interesting.
one's fucking weird. This is like some weird like cult ground on like some like secluded island, and like there's like myths about how like if you like warriors would fight on this platform, and if you'd fall, then like a water dragon would like eat the loser or whatever. Like
It's fucking
fucking
awesome.
insane stuff. Actually no, it's
Random
an
ass
Outworld
shit.
I
Little
think,
bits
not
of
Earthbound.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like little bits of world building for Outworld, which I don't totally mind.
Yeah, it's cool. The background's cool. I like all the red flags and stuff.
Hmm.
I just think it's cool. I like saves that do this.
Yeah,
The war thing.
it's a neat one.
I don't have much to say about it, but I think it's cool. I remember the
Yeah,
music looking cool.
nice. I think we could put it at the top of B tier.
Of a B?
But yeah, I mean, if you want to go higher, it's valid.
Um, I think that's fine. I think that's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, this one's cool. The House of
The lava
Pepper, I think.
shrine.
Wait, oh, it's out of order for me.
Oh,
Fuck. No, no, that's a me thing. The lava shrine. This one's very cool.
the lava shrine is dope as fuck.
I
Love me some
love
lava
this
shrine.
stage. This one's dope.
Oh yeah,
This is another S tier, 100%. Music
for
fucking
sure.
bangs. I know that. Um, I mean,
Nice,
you can
nice,
see
nice.
it in the
Love that.
pre-image. Um, the love for this is in like just in like a
The lore significant.
volcano. It's surrounded by lava and
Yeah,
shit, and
so cool.
it's where these like loyalists to Onaga, these lava shrine priests, they
Hmm.
they look after the last great dragon egg or whatever. It
Right.
some
Yeah.
insane title they give it, and it's like on
Hmm.
this altar with like these cool orange wings, And
Yeah,
like
the wings.
in game, like the egg is see through. You can see like a little baby dragon,
Moving
which is
around.
pretty fucking cool. Just good attention to detail. It's not stage obviously very relevant because this is how
Mhm.
Onaka retakes his form because magic. It don't
Yeah.
overthink it.
I
It
was gonna
makes
say
sense, but then
the
it's also kind of fucking wild. Um,
fucking awesome. So shush.
yeah, well,
um, yeah, like you could explain it. You could explain it in some more detail, certainly, but it's cool for what it is. I think I explained it in my fan fiction that the dragon egg is like some kind of conduit that like helps Onaga get into a body easier.
does Unaga just possess the baby dragon and then like shoot a beam of light
Maybe.
to possess something else? Goofy, but it's cool. And I the say it's just very
I
cool.
mean,
You
maybe
see it
maybe the
in
baby dragon is like maybe the baby dragon is like a tether for his soul to like keep himself in the mortal planes.
mayhaps,
I don't know.
mayhaps. You got like this black rock with like orange lava, the magma going through like the cracks and stuff. It's
Yeah,
just very cool.
mhm,
Easy S tier.
for sure. I just want to say that the story significance and the foreshadowing and like what this stage ends up meaning later, like oh, it's so cool. I kind of wish it came back in Deception. So like, obviously they could add a lava death trap, but also like so you could see like a version of it like post Onaga getting his body back. Like maybe it could be like a bit fucked up.
Oh yeah, sure. That'd be cool.
Like the priests
I'd
could be
probably better if
gone. They
they
could have
used the
abandoned
lava
it.
death
The
trap
altar
on
could be
this
a
stage,
little
not
messed
the
up. The egg could be cracked open. What'd you say?
yeah. It's probably would have been a better stage used to put that lava death trap to instead of the Croissant Palace. I
Yeah,
think the Palace was probably more popular at the time. That seems like a fan
yeah,
favorite stage at the time, but yeah, this
yeah.
one's just fucking awesome. Would you put it at the
I would
bottom or
I would put it. I put it between like above the Astabath, but below the Shang Tsung's palace.
right? Yeah, okay. Um, it is a shame it's in return. It's a shame that none of like fucking Onaga's like coding and everything to show up. The last shrine piece
Yeah,
are just kind of gone. That's like
yeah.
that's the main drop ball of like deception is the fact that there's no actual Onaga loyalists. That makes
Right,
sense at
you're right.
least. You
They're
just kind of
they're
throw in like
they're
characters
right,
have to have other stuff going on as I assume. Because like all the newcomers
right.
are cool, but like they're questionable picks because none of them feel like they're suited for the Onaga story.
The, I just want to say there are no characters like specific to his followers. He doesn't have like a
Yeah,
Quan Chi. He doesn't have like MK4 kind of had this problem too, but like at least there was Quan Chi. The Brother of the Shadows already established. There was at the time there was Reiko as well. Noob Saibot came back.
it's because they were basically
Um,
already setting up his own group of lords. You mentioned the Holy Man. You have these lava shrine priests.
right,
You have
right. They
like
really should have.
the army, the undead army. There's concept for the general who has a bunch of lore.
Yes.
It's just
Yeah.
weird how he didn't even get one character, just one.
Right.
Um,
It's a very strange
I don't know how
choice.
they decided. Because I
I don't.
love the Deception newcomers. I would not trade any of them.
Yeah.
I just don't
No.
know why they decided on most of the story they were going with. Like Cobra and Kira are not essential. Just off the top of my head,
No.
you did not need to do a new
No.
background. It's cool,
Maybe.
but it's
Maybe.
completely irrelevant.
Yeah. Maybe they
Um,
just ran out of time. I don't know. It's a bit of a shame because like the deception story is so grandiose and epic and interesting. Like it feels like the overall narrative is like too good for like this silly ass haphazardly slapping prior villains under the service of the new bad guy shit. Like
yes,
it feels like the the storytelling in the franchise feels like it should have grown beyond that, but yet that's what
yeah,
exactly what Onaga's group is. Like it feels like MK4 again, but like we're
right.
way past MK4's
It's
level
like the
storytelling.
classical games that just like kind of throw in and that. At least with Shao Kahn, you have the context of like, oh well, like whatever choice they
A,
have.
a lot
Then
of the
Shinnok it
characters
gets a
are
bit
established.
fucking weird. Then Day
Yeah, I
Alliance
was gonna.
actually explains all the villains, and then Deception says, "Oh yeah, Baraka and Tanya were serving them too." Like fuck
Yeah,
off.
yeah. Okay. Sorry. Just let me speak for a second. What I was gonna say was, the trilogy games had the advantage of most of the villains were just established as working for Shao Kahn right off the bat. And then it got weird in MK4 because because these were characters we were already familiar with, who already had their own things going on, and all of a sudden they're just throwing themselves behind Shinnok for whatever reason, and then Deception is the same issue. And again, Deadly Alliance explains the character roles very well. I still think Deadly Alliance has the best story in the franchise. It's the tightest. Everything is explained as best as it can be. It makes the most sense. All the characters,
Yeah,
for the most part, are used very well.
yeah.
It doesn't
You can,
have some of the weird issues. Deception is my personal favorite, but I think Deadly Alliance is the best.
yeah. Again, you could angle all that to the conquest mode, I feel,
Hmm.
which gave
Definitely.
equal focus to every single character. That's why it's the
Right.
most complete and logical feeling story. It is, I'm going to
Definitely.
return
Definitely.
because
Yeah.
and it's simply because people aren't interested in it because it's story over gameplay, really. I enjoyed it, but
Well,
yeah, it's just a glorified training mode for most of it.
right.
And
I
it's
was gonna
not
say
even a useful
I think
training mode, I'd argue. So,
right. I think people just weren't interested in the training stuff, at least not without some kind of pretext like Deception Conquest established.
yeah.
I think that was what got on people's nerves more than the story focus. To be fair, because like I think people cared about story content
Oh
back
yeah, I'm not
then.
saying that. I'm just saying like you get the
Mhm.
game just to read a bunch of text boxes, and it's like the text boxes are cool, but
Right.
I'm not having fun in between doing it.
It's not the most dynamic thing ever, right? Yeah, and obviously Deception Armageddon would shift the conquest zones to being a more singular protagonist focus, which leaves just the bios for the other characters.
Which I think
Which
creates a better like narrative, but it's not great for the overall narrative, of course.
right, there's not as much
Armageddon is incomplete.
characterization.
Deception has a lot of issues when you once you get past Shijinga's quest. But like the actual conquest story itself, the only problem is like continuity stuff, where like the time frame
Yeah,
does
there's some
not make
continuity
sense, but you can
wonkiness,
ignore
but
that.
like right.
Um, yeah, I gone off on a tangent there. But yeah,
We have
like
gone off on a
Onaga's main
tangent.
allies are Baraka, because the Tarkans are like a major force for the Day Alliance by deception, and they weren't even mentioned as part of the group in Day Alliance. It's very weird
Yeah.
because they kill like four of the heroes or whatever.
Three. They kill Jack, Johnny, and Sonya.
You're right, yeah.
Kung Lao and Katana are killed by Shang Tsung and Quan Chi directly.
And then Baraka's like, okay, Onaga's cool. This is my new favorite villain. And then Tanya's
He's
with Onaga
strong.
because it's Tanya. And then Hotaru has like a kind of interesting reason, but it still doesn't really make sense. And that's like
Ta-
his
ta-
main
ta-
three allies.
Yeah, yeah. Tanya's with Onaga because she was given the option, join me or die, and she didn't feel like dying,
Yeah.
which is
Which
fair,
I assume is what the Day Alliance did.
probably.
They went into a Discord server, just pinged her at Tanya, join us or die. And she was like,
Just
okay,
fuck,
okay, be right
be right there. Share the
right.
location on Google Maps. I'm coming. Don't worry.
Is the House of Pekora next?
Is that the one with the big window and like the ghosts?
Yes, Disaster Pekora.
Okay, yeah.
Cool
This is
stage.
cool.
I guess you could say it's kind of like a new church. You can compare that
Definitely,
just
yeah.
with the stained glass.
It is interesting that they kept revisiting this kind of style for MK stages.
Yeah, the lighting looks fantastic. You get like
The
these
lighting is amazing.
through line. You get like these spirits, like Kenshi's ancestors, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh,
Like their
interesting.
ghosts, like not like the souls, but I assume it's like their ghosts
Mm.
or whatever.
So it
Um,
is like connected to
I'm gonna
Kenshi's house.
Google
Okay,
it because
cool.
I think there's more specific lore to it. But this is essentially where like the tomb the of Kenshi's warrior ancestors was. That well,
Oh,
it's like within it, um,
interesting.
which has unfortunately been ignored. The
Yeah,
stage itself. People remember the
yeah,
well. Snowblind even
mm,
did, but they don't
yeah.
remember the stage. And the stage is fucking awesome.
Kenshi's backstory is like the only thing that Snowblind adapts accurately.
They remembered fucking song. Like what? Okay, here we are. The House of
Yeah.
Pakara. Oh, it's spelled Pekara. I forgot that.
P E
Maybe it's
K A R A.
Kakara. I don't know. The House of Pakara was a place of worship built upon the tomb of the ancient warrior kings. It was in the labyrinth below this structure, so there's a labyrinth where the well is, and it's underneath like the this church, this religious ground of
That's
sorts.
cool.
And it's a tomb to the warrior kings, which I guess called Pakara. I guess I was meant to. I don't know. I don't know. Was that like the family name at a
Oh,
time?
what the name Pekora refers to? Yeah, I have no. They never mentioned Kenshi's like last name, so
I
yeah,
was
I don't
gonna say
know.
Takahashi
Maybe it
comes
was
later, doesn't it?
right. I think it was probably somebody's first name. I don't know. Pekora Takahashi. What a weirdo.
Yeah,
Or maybe like it's in an area named Pekora. I don't know. We don't.
it could be the
Oh, we
area.
may never know.
Because yeah, it might be the area actually. Because I remember there is like because DA Conquest has like various areas, and I think one had the name in it. So it might just be like a
Oh, interesting.
fictional place.
Yeah.
Um, I will have to check on that.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's cool. A lot of lore to it. There's still a bit of mystery clearly, but it's a cool stage.
Yeah.
Lighting's great. I can't remember the music to be honest.
Mhm.
This is probably one of the more forgotten stages, and I don't think it
Yeah,
deserves
definitely.
that.
I can't really remember fighting in it. It might be one of those ones where it might be one of those ones that kind of shortchanged by the tower rotation.
I think it's an unlockable. I don't even think
Oh,
I've
I might not have
unlocked it.
unlocked it.
I can't recall
No,
fighting in it.
my stuff with like when I like my endeavor to unlock stuff in Deadlands is mostly focused on getting the characters, so I haven't really worked on unlocking stages. I should probably do that
Yeah,
next time I play. Like, I might start playing it today. So
nice.
yeah,
I think this goes. I don't
A
know.
tier.
Yeah, yeah, that's what the churches are.
Hey,
I think I prefer this to the churches actually. It has more lore, and I think it's cooler.
I think that's
The
valid. I
thing
think
that
that's
doesn't have as
valid.
much color variety, but I think the lighting's better.
Would you put it above the street?
I'm not sure. I'll leave that to you. I do remember like the cool thing with churches, like it's got like a good
Hmm.
ruin theme to it, and like you have like cracks in the ceiling, and there's more light coming. The lighting's just very cool in that stage.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. I kind of want to put it above the street in the balcony, honestly.
yeah, okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. Um,
The rooftop has to stay though, because that's like the best look at like Shakon's fortress. That shit's awesome.
oh yeah, above the bank.
Bank. That's what I meant.
Yeah, yeah, okay,
I said
got it.
balcony. Whoops.
Yeah. Next, what's this? Oh, Moloch's there. It's weird seeing it from afar.
It is. It
This,
kind of looks like the test your sight area.
I guess we could also compare this to an MK4. It is just like a dimly lit, cool lighting with the torch and stuff. And there's like a,
Yeah.
but there's like a key thing in the background. This one has like an awesome
Ooh.
dragon logo because reason.
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
fire,
with the
right?
fire in the background, it's got like a
Isn't this where
fire
the
in the eye.
isn't this where the menu screen is?
I,
Kind of.
it
Or
might
like the main
be.
menu screen of the game is like in like kind of the hallways like around Moloch's there.
It
Because the
might be
fire dragon
because
thing.
the palace is like in the menu. Like the
Yeah,
crypt
it's the
to
main
get to the crypt
setting.
has like an animation where you fall for like a trap door into like this crypt area. Like
Right, and I remember some ones where you move closer to like the dragon with the fire behind it,
yeah,
and like
that might
that's
be
in
the
this stage, and
same. You might be
that
right.
correlates back to the main menu, so that's
Mhm.
really cool.
It's like a corridor. It wouldn't be the lair itself, but it's definitely a matching theme now. Um,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do remember one of the animations showing like a cylindrical well type area, like kind of like the
there's like you go in like a
top of
different
Moloch there.
hallway depending on what you pick. Like I think Versus even has its
Right,
own one. Very cool, and it
right.
just adds to the like iconicness of Sun's Palace
Because I was gonna
because
say
it
like
like
there is this big
everything. It has so much going on for it.
yeah. I was just gonna say there's like this big cylindrical, like almost well type structure where the light comes from at the very top of Moloch's lair. Maybe he just
Oh
jumps in there.
yes, this might be where the crypt's set actually.
Oh,
Um,
interesting.
that's potential because there's like a trap door into it,
Mm.
like Java's like trap door into like the
Oh, like a
Rancor fight.
Rancor door. Oh my god, Moloch being like the Rancor is perfect though.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that.
Maybe that is what it is.
Is Draman the equivalent of the Rancor Keeper, that motherfucker with no shirt?
That he eats out? What the hell?
The guy who's crying.
Yeah, the crying. I have a Lego figure of him, and like his face. Like one of them, he's just like this dude with a double chin, and then they put like a literal like cartoon teardrop under his eye. It's so
Oh my
fucking goofy.
god, no, he lost his buddy.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, this is cool. I think it's like it's like it's just so room really. Of course, the triangle is awesome, but as these cool pillars, well, I don't think you can actually you can push Moloch through them, but normally it's going to be Moloch throwing you through them, which I think is awesome. I think the best
Boom,
part of it
yeah, that's
adds to a
so
lot of the
cool.
aesthetic of it all. You have like this light beaming down on Moloch, then he has like a bunch of charge
Yes.
attacks, so he'll charge through the pillars. I
Yeah.
assume they made it with that in mind, especially because that's very cool when he does that.
Very
Um,
cool, yeah. It's sparse, but it's interesting. Plus, it actually kind of fits the character, unlike Goro's lair. Like,
yeah, this is much better than Gora's there.
no, much better than any of the Goro lairs. It is kind of sparse. So, like, I don't think it's quite as good as like any of like the reptile or scorpion lairs. But
Right.
those aren't
At
boss
the end of the
lairs.
day,
Those
it's
are a little
still just
different.
like this cobblestone room. The only difference in the
Right.
Dragon logo, you've got cool pillars, you've got like a light
Yeah.
shining down
I
from
love the big
the
skulls on
platform
the pillars.
maybe. Um,
Yeah.
I
Actually,
remember
the pillar.
there's like a locked door, like this metal like red door that's like
Yeah.
sealed
Oh
off.
yeah.
Um,
Can't let Moloch out.
I don't think he'd fit. I don't know how they got him in there.
I maybe he jumps in and out through that ceiling
Yeah.
hole.
Oh my God, dude has the hops like Gore. That'd be cool. Yeah, fuck
I
it, sure.
imagine he
Just
does.
give him good jumps. He's got the legs for
Oh my god, those legs! Like he's gotta have the hops with those legs. You know would be honestly, I want to see more like balling.
it.
I think he'd be too good though. Like I don't know, he'd be like tall enough to like reach the hoop.
Yeah.
Nah. You get Moloch on the court, like you're done.
Did you watch like We Bare
Those
Bears?
legs.
Because
Yes,
that
I
show had like
did.
a
I love that
Sasquatch,
show.
and in one episode he'd be on like the basketball team. He's like really awkward, but every time he get the board, he just like casually like drop it in the hoop. That'd just be Moloch. He's just off the
That
side,
would
just stood by like the
that'd be
hoop.
my god. Yes. They put him on guarding the hoop from the opposing team because nobody can get past him.
He doesn't even have to move. Yeah, cool.
That's awesome. Oh man, Weaver Bears was so good, man. That was like the closest I found like any show that felt like a spiritual successor to a regular show. If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
More wholesome, but like
isn't like Scorpion's ending set in Moloch's lair? Because it has
I
the
thought it was set in.
Solnado in it, but it's like Moloch's lair environment.
Oh man, I
I
think it
think
kind of like moves. Like
because
I think Scorpion's ending. Like
because I
I
was
think
thinking
it
about
goes
like
from like
I was thinking
I
about
think
like
it
the
goes from
well
like
thing
Quan
and
Chi's
like
fortress to Moloch's lair to Shang Tsung's fortress or something like that. I don't know. I
hmm,
could be wrong.
I can check, but maybe the hole is like where the tornado's coming from. I don't know.
Oh, maybe, but like it's not in Moloch's lair. That'd be even crazier. Actually, there's a fucking tornado in the middle of like where Moloch was living. Oh
Yeah,
my god,
he
the
just fucking yeets
chaos.
you into it. Um,
That would be so cool. That would need to be in like a modern like Moloch boss stage to reference Scorpion Sailing Lines ending. They would have to do that at this point.
yeah. Um,
We are having if we ever learn how to make an MK fan game, we have so many ideas.
I am I am continuing to learn how to code. I'm not going to actually apply
Take
that to another game anytime soon, but
that's
um,
fair.
I'm kind of like a thing that calculates a thing. I'm not going to get into it, but now I close the thing. Okay, get it back up. Get it back up right now. I need to go grab it. Hold on. Hold on, it's gone off my thing. I need to pause the recording. Wait, guys, I found this, and I found Morlock's there because I couldn't see where I'd put it. But
I don't know how you lost it. Moloch's a pretty big guy.
shut up.
I don't
Um,
know how you lose track of somebody like that.
I think there's an I think I've managed to get to 80. I think it's probably lower down. There's not too much going on,
Definitely.
but it is cool.
I want to say below the House of Pekara, although
Uh,
it has interactables. Below Khoton Palace, maybe.
I'd put it behind the House Pecker. I think that's
Okay,
fine.
okay.
And move
Sounds
on.
good.
Yo, the
Sounds quite good.
mothership. Let's fucking go.
Another ship. This is like, I mean, you didn't get to play the interior until Deception, so this must be the portal stage, I think?
No, this is the Nevership. The
Oh,
Nevership
wait,
exterior is playable. You can play on like the deck.
on the top of it. Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
just remembered. Yes, yes. Yeah, the Nether ship is awesome. The Nether ship has always been awesome. This place is so fucking dope.
It's got a good rain effect in gameplay. It's very cool.
Hmm. You're very cool.
It doesn't really not as pretty as the interior. I mean, that's going on. It's more of just like a regular ship. I think like the sail structure is pretty iconic, but
Yeah,
just like
definitely. Like the whole
more of a.
silhouette of it
Mhm.
is very cool.
Also, they made it bigger to do the interior because that's only not big enough for
Interesting.
the actual interior in game. Yeah,
No,
from home.
it's so big in Armageddon that like motherfuckers like Onaga can fit in there.
Yeah, it's very, very, very big space. But yeah, the
Hmm.
exterior and the high text, that's very cool. People thought it was back in MK11, but that's just current ship. Current ship honestly probably has more going on, but like a ship in a 3D environment's gonna be cooler. It just is, and obviously the Never ship just has
Another ship is better.
so much
Fuck
more
Tara.
going on. So,
Fuck this
hey,
ship.
hey, hey, leave my fucking boy alone. Okay.
Remember Kara?
I do remember Karan. He's my favorite character. Karan for cameo. Come on, guys. Let's start a movement.
What would he do? What would he do? What would his movie? Huh? Getting tied up by Devorah like a fucking idiot?
Very rude. That's very rude. We're going to be giving Karan ship a very generous tier CDR. Mark my
No,
word.
you're
Yes,
not. Is C
we are.
tier generous?
It is a low A tier at best. At worst.
No, it's not.
Anyway, the Never ship. The Never ship's an A tier, I think.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, for sure. The Nether ship is awesome.
For
Definitely closer
real,
to the
for real.
top. Let's put it. Would you put it above the Lin Kuei Temple?
I
I
I
kind of want to say no. I kind of want to say just above the Dragonfly.
yeah, I'm fine with
Okay.
that.
Cool, 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 cool,
There
cool.
we go. Next, we got Monchi's Fortress. This bird isn't a good picture for, but it's really didn't have like a regular picture on the wiki.
The deception, like a preview picture for it is better.
Yes, only like this is really dark for some reason.
Since we're counting both, you probably could have just used that one, but like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. So this is an interesting one. This is not like the MKX Quantity Fortress. This is in Outworld. It's on like its own secluded like island. I haven't brought some video once, but like the tower
This is
thing's really
better.
cool
Sorry.
because each stage has its own
Mhm.
preview of like the exterior of it,
Yeah.
and it's got like a bridge
Oh,
leading to the
oh, you mean
fortress.
like the little mini versions of the stages on the globe?
Yeah, yeah, very
Yeah, I
cool.
love that shit. I like globe setup is probably the most like Street Fightery that like MK's like tower setup has ever looked like.
It's so much better than just having a tower. I think the
Yeah,
towers are
yeah.
cool, of course, but like Daylight
Because
is just always leagues ahead.
yeah, like I said, like Street Fighter games have done something similar, if I remember correctly, with like globe stuff or like maps and things like that. Because like the whole like part of the gimmick is like that it is like people from all over the world coming to like prove their stuff as fighters.
Yeah,
Anyway, but that's a different franchise. This is better than Quan Chi's Fortress and MKX. Fight me. Yeah,
yeah.
no, the stage is fucking awesome. The balcony, the banners, the spider web lasers that I'm pretty sure is like Red Dragon technology, which is interesting. The
Presumably,
inner sanctum with that white glow where you
yeah,
don't
they
know
glow all
what's
the
in
way in the
there or what's
background on like
going
the
on.
hallway thing.
The shit that turns Drummond human again in his ending.
Yeah,
We may never know what the deal is with that. I mean, like
yeah,
that awesome deception loading screen of Quan Chi. I think it's this game actually. That awesome loading screen of Quan Chi coming out of it,
yeah. You like
looking
T
dope as
posing around.
shit. Yes, my guy. Oh my god, this stage is fucking incredible. It's
Yeah,
not as good as Shang Tsung's Palace. It's not as good, but it's so good.
yeah, it's great. And
It's
of course,
awesome. And then
the music's
obviously Deception
fantastic. It's
adding
the
a death
same
trap
in
makes it better.
Inception.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Um,
expansive area with all like the different parts of it that you can like move around in.
yeah, and sometimes that's where you fall down the big pit below this these
Yeah.
platforms he has up.
Mhm.
And you go for like the spider web grid, which is just like a regular grid in the actual gameplay, but when you activate the thing, it's like a. Actually, no. It's the other way around. It's normally a spider web grid. Then when you do the death trap and like it cuts to being cut in half, it's just like a regular grid. I guess it being a
That's
spider
alright.
grid would have made it too awkward.
Yeah,
That's a funny
probably
little
if like
thing.
it's
It doesn't lose
section and
points for
whatnot.
that. It's just noticeable.
Right, no. No, this one's awesome. I would say this is S tier right below Shang Tsung's Palace.
Valid, yeah. It's very cool. And just a unique aesthetic, you know. Quan Chi
Mhm.
isn't just generic Neverrealm guy. He's never been one.
Right.
I
It's
think that like
very
the
unique,
outward
right?
look is very interesting.
Yeah, you got this nice gray, there's a little bit of gold. The inner sanctum is like looks like nothing we've ever seen in the franchise before or since. The banners have like a black and blue pattern like his MK4 outfit. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
not like
haven't even thought
typical
of that.
Brother of the Shadow shit. Like it almost feels like Quan Chi has like moved beyond the Brother of the Shadow. Like he doesn't need those motherfuckers anymore.
Yeah, which I like. I like Quan Chi just yeah, I'm stronger now. It's my crazy fucking fortress thing.
Real.
Next is the Sauna Rooms. This is a fucking awesome stage. This
Oh,
stage
I
is
always
so
forget about
good.
the Sarna ruins. The Sarna ruins are dope as shit, yeah.
It is essentially just the exterior to the Lost Tomb. You see like the pyramid sort of
Oh,
structure
interesting. What's
around.
that fucking tornado?
Yeah, so and this ties into the lava shrine lore because
Mhm.
the tomb used to house like the egg itself, but due to like how
Oh,
unstable the weather was around the tomb, they
they had
moved
to
it.
move it.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
the Sun Room shows
interesting.
off
I
all the
like that.
tornadoes, which do like move around in the background. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
One of the best desert stages. The 3D when they
Mhm.
did a desert stage, they made sure it was actually fucking cool on like MKX and 11 and
Right.
12. Although 11, I do like the Tarkon stage, but
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
um, yeah, this is just great. The music
This
slaps.
this is
I
dope
I
as
like
shit.
going to see
Definitely A
more of
tier.
the crowns. It's got good lore. Where did you say?
Mhm. I think it's definitely A tier.
Yes. I mean, so
I'm
I
gonna
think it's
I put it
higher.
like just right. I put it just right above Shao Kahn's cave.
Yeah, I agree.
That's where my instincts led me.
It's only at the top area.
Mhm.
Here we have the pool, the Day Alliance one. This is
Yes.
the best pool.
Okay. Yes, I mean this respectfully. Fuck the trilogy portals. The Deadly Alliance portal is so fucking cool. An ancient gateway known only to the sorcerers and deities. Anyway, but yeah, like it's got that role in the intro. It just looks so cool. Like that the area that you're in, the portal, the nether ship rocking around in the background. It's just so fucking cool. I love it.
It's great.
I think this is another S tier.
It's so distinct as well. It's one of the
So
the few
distinct.
stages on like the wiki with like the same name that actually gets its own separate page. It's not like,
Right, right.
although the wiki is inconsistent with that anyway, because like Quan Chi's X Fortress is on the same page, even though it's in a whole it's in a whole
It's
of a
completely
realm.
different.
You
Right.
can just have
Yeah,
two
it should obviously
fortresses.
be like right. It should obviously be like Quan Chi's Fortress parentheses like Outworld or and Quan Chi's Fortress parentheses Netherrealm or Quan Chi's Fortress parentheses Deadly Alliance Quan Chi's Fortress parentheses MKX. Something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But
The
yeah, no,
portal
this
is
portal is
awesome.
awesome.
I like the middle sphere thing,
Uh,
which I think you fight like beneath it, the sphere spawning. Because it's a
Interesting.
3D
Oh
portal, it's not
yeah, I
just a
think so.
portal in the background. You are fighting on like the
Yeah.
platform where the portal is formed.
Right.
And you
It's
get like these
oh,
cool
isn't it that
statues
portal?
afterwards.
Right. Isn't it that portal that Raiden takes everybody through? Where they have to like confront like their like worst enemies and whatever, and
Yeah.
like Sonya has to like
The wiki
Sonya has
page
to
is
like
like a
fight.
whole grid of
Right.
like characters and their portal adversaries. It's fucking nuts. There's a lot to it.
Yeah. Yeah, Reptile has to like fight himself because he hates himself. Like, oh my god, like they get so like deep. Sonya has to fight Movado even though she's never even seen him before.
Yeah,
That's so
that one's
interesting.
probably the most interesting one, I think. I think there's so
Quan
much
Chi
in that
also played
rivalry
himself,
idea.
which I think is interesting because Quan Chi, like, he does shoot himself in the foot a bit. He does. I am the one you seek. You. They just like sort of like motherfucker. You guys don't take it back to another. I mean, dummy, big dummy.
And never ships in the background because they just parked and they decided to have a fight.
Yeah, obviously they didn't have the character model for him, but like imagine if they'd done the foreshadowing of like the portal like creates a manifestation of a Naga for somebody to fight, like Raiden, for instance.
Yeah,
Oh, Raiden should have fought himself. That would have been cool foreshadowing.
yeah. I imagine Dark Reign was definitely not like a long-term plan. No, I think
No,
it
they
was
hadn't thought
a
of it yet.
deception idea,
No,
just to spice things up. Because unlike the modern games, they don't like
spicy.
their characters stagnating. Crazy, I know.
Yeah, I know. And they don't turn them into completely different fucking characters to keep them fresh. They do things that are actually like natural and logical and extensions of who they already are.
A revenant for your thoughts.
And the fact that I can say that about Dark Raiden like proves how low the bar is.
Yeah, this is probably an S tier stage.
Definitely S tier. This is an S tier stage. I put it right below the interior of Shang Tsung's palace. I
And
also think it's better than Quan Chi's Fortress.
no more Quan Chi dick sucking CDR.
Disneyland's Portal is.
Um,
I will. I'll suck Quan Chi's dick anytime I want.
I next we have the drum arena. The image here is like
That's
the village,
dope.
like the cliffside village buildings and background, which is
The
cool.
drum arena is dope as fuck. This is definitely like another like iconic to Deadly Alliance stage. It's kind of like the closest thing you can get to like a Deadly Alliance equivalent of the Falling Cliffs. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I remember this would have been the first stage we saw like actual gameplay of.
Oh,
Like, I think
interesting.
the
Yeah.
gameplay trailer, the very first one, opens with like Congo on the drums, and it has like the
Oh
Dragon
my
on the drums, and it
god.
pans away.
That's
Which
awesome. I
unfortunately isn't in
remember
the
that
full
now.
game, but
Yeah.
it's definitely worth a mention because that's an awesome
Yeah, it
transition.
should have been the stage intro. That's fucking awesome. It does make sense. It does kind of look earlier on like it is a little like the graphics like a little lower quality than like the rest of the game.
It's
Not
quite
a like just
simple.
a yeah, it's simple, like you can tell, but it's so fucking cool. Like the fact that such a unique stage is one of the first ones they thought up, like proves how fresh Deadly Alliance was. Like that's really fucking interesting.
Yeah, I think the Grand Challenge is probably noticeable due to the fact it's one that actually has like NPCs in the background. Like
Right, and
Congo is like a lot of polygons right there. Which for
they're
those who don't know, Congo, there's actually two of him. There's two of them, so like
yes.
sit up first. But like the whole lore thing, the paragraph mentioned there's a guy called Congo who will like. So what this is this is actually where like there's like a trial by combat for like their lore
Hmm.
stuff, and it's where Cross will fight, and then like the champion Congo will sometimes fight, and he's the guy in the drums. But there's two drummers in the
Yeah,
actual stage. It's perfect.
it's like a little like local sport fighting competition in this area.
Yeah,
I believe the village is called Makiba.
yeah. I like just getting more outworld lore because any
More
ground
outlaw
lore nuggets.
shit, yes.
I did not need to know this place existed, but I'm glad I do. It's cool.
Yes. Yeah, the world building is on point for sure.
Yeah, I don't know where it
Um,
goes, but I like it.
yeah. Okay, A tier. I put it above the Nethership because I honestly think like the Nethership is cool, but like it becomes cooler once we actually have the interior. Like the exterior stage is cool and all, but no, I just think like
The exterior
the
is a pretty standard ship, but has like a lot of cool weather effects in the background, and like
right.
the ship is like swaying as you fight. It's more like special
Yeah.
effects, and just the fact it's an iconic thing in general, rather than oh, it
Right,
looks like
right, right.
crazy interesting because it is just a ship until you get to the interior. So yeah, I agree with that.
I think this is higher. I think we could arguably put it above the Lin Kuei Temple if you want to, but I'm not sure because Lin Kuei Temple does look really
I'm
cool.
fine with Link My Temple being at the top.
Okay.
The last
Um,
two. Let's fucking go.
The Lost Tomb. This one is incredible. Another iconic stage. This is so cool. The everything about it is perfect. The undead soldiers, the giant Shinnok's amulet, thing, which like might seem weird at first, but then it like you realize, oh, it's like foreshadowing that it's like the final piece of Onaga's like whole plan. Like that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
Good.
you know, it's definitely one where retroactive concept helps. It's such a fucking cool stage. It's awesome. I love it. Like getting to be like inside of like a pyramid type structure like that. Like that's just really unique.
The soldiers in the background, the statues of them in the station.
Yeah,
Very cool stage. Obviously,
so
really
fucking cool.
important to the lore.
Hmm.
Tons of songs, and I like how they have stages that connect like that. That
Yes, I
always just
love that
adds
sort of
that always
thing.
adds a lot to both of them. If you have like
Definitely.
even more context,
Right.
it's just fucking great. I don't actually have much
Hmm.
to say. Like, it's just fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Um,
I think this could be our new top of A tier at the lowest.
let me have a look. I think there's a case to make those S tier, but I will
Hmm.
compare. Okay, I've got it.
Definitely. That's
Um,
definitely true.
it's either bottom A, no, bottom S or top of A.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go top of A.
Okay.
Um, last we have it's very much a
The Wuxi
commentary, one that's
Academy.
returned multiple times.
Yes, this
It's
is
technically in the
iconic.
newest game, but you probably wouldn't notice because it looks completely fucking different. But
The actual 3D era areas in the background of the MK12 version, which is like fucking insulting
oh
to me.
boy, this game is truly a love letter to the 3D era fans. Like you
Fucking
don't know
hell.
me, shut the fuck up.
You don't know me, Booner. Shut up.
Shut up, Redditor.
Go fuck yourself.
This stage is cool. This stage
No,
is
this stage is iconic. I love this one.
yeah.
The Buddha statues holding on that big plate thing, like the temple stuff in the background, the forest, the flags, everything. This is incredible. It's iconic. This is deserved, in my opinion, to come back as much as it has.
Yeah, twice. It's came back.
Yeah, it's an no. It's an MK versus DC. It's an MK9,
It's not.
and
It's not playable in MK9 though.
it's not. Oh, that's lame as
No,
fuck.
silly
Fuck,
DDR. Why would they do that? Trilogy
that's
only.
bullshit. Fuck
Yeah, it's meant to
you.
be
Come
like
on.
all the
If you're
Shaolin
gonna
Temple
make
stuff that you
any,
see in the scenes. There's no stage for them. You think
bro,
that would
if they're
be?
gonna
But no.
right, if you're gonna put any 3D or stage in the trilogy stuff and like incorporate it retroactively, like it's got to be the Wuxi Academy.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
it's where Liu
Like
Kang died, and that's
MK2.
probably the best moment in MK history because we fucking got to
Oh,
sideline that tosser for a bit. That's great. Kill him again.
damn.
Kill him again. The storytelling is better with him dead. I
He
will die
real
on this hill.
he really needs to fucking die again. Fire Guy Liu Kang
He
is
he
fucking
has
awful.
especially now he's a fucking Titan fire god thing.
Oh my
He
god.
has
Yeah.
his fiery hands gripped firmly around the nutsack of MK's story, and I need him to let loose. Um,
He's he needs to go. Like at least okay. Before we needed to get rid of him just because things were getting a little stale. Like now he's actively a problem. He's a fucking arrogant prick. He's not Liu Kang anymore.
he's a
He's controlling the
multi-realm
fucking
threat. He
timeline.
destroyed a timeline.
He
Two of
destroyed
them.
several timelines apparently.
Well, he's destroyed at least two. He destroyed the fucking
When he's
NRS
fucking
one, the first NRS one.
yeah,
And,
when he's fucking flexing
Shantung.
on Omni Man in the leaked fucking guest intros.
Oh, I'm a bigger genocider than you.
Like
this
what
is
the
Liu
fuck?
Kang. This is a guy
That is not Liu
who was
Kang.
meant to be the MK character who doesn't kill, and now he's flexing
Right.
that he erased the timeline. That is
This is a
fucking
guy who values life like more than like who's supposed to value life like more than almost anybody. Like what the fuck?
yeah.
That's not him. That's not who he is. It's disgusting. So yeah, no, like if that's what he's gonna be like, Liu Kang needs to fucking die again. Honestly.
You should kill yourself now. At Liu
Oh my
Kang.
god. Oh my god.
Do the art and
Jay.
for us to shoot hard on Liu Kang. The days for you. We really
We're
let him
gonna
know
get
how we
canceled.
feel.
Oh
Yeah,
my
this
god.
stage is cool. You got like the little
Try to distract.
platform, with the water, and you got like the five Shaolin masters like holding up like,
Yeah.
the supports for it. Very cool. There's a lot going on in the
I, re-
background. See the trees and
I
stuff
really,
over the walls,
sorry,
and
I was gonna
you
say,
got like the
I
flag
really
and
like,
shit.
yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm so sorry. I really like all the Buddhist imagery. Back when they were actually consistent with that,
Yeah.
very cool stuff.
For sure.
Um, yeah, no, this one's awesome. I put it in S tier. I put it above the SFF.
I'm a big Shang Tsung fan, so you're gonna have to knock that down. You're gonna have to knock
Okay,
that
fair enough,
down.
fair enough, fair enough. And I'm sucking Quan Chi's dick. Okay, okay, okay.
Right. I think we have the
Yeah,
complete list.
yes, the stage
Mm.
is so iconic. Yeah, no, I think we got it. I think we got it. This was good.
Except for the ladder question mark stage for MK4. I will try and remember it. I probably won't. But I'm so sorry, ladder question mark fans. No one even knows what that is. I don't know what it fucking is really. I just know it's the versus ladder thing, but you can play it.
Oh.
Anyway, go through the list here. I can't scroll down this way. My bad. Let me switch it. What is this view? I'm not even going to question it. You guys can see the tiers as we scroll down. I record this on my phone. This is peak quality.
Mm.
Win a life-changing £5 million in a raffle house thing. Yeah, that ad's been here for like an hour. Have you guys checked that out, guys? Yeah, this is the list. A lot of A's and a lot of S's when we got to the Alliance, and there's still Deception Army yet to come, and that is peak stage design. So expect a lot more in the next part. That's all for
Yeah.
now, though. See you in the next video.
Yep.
Bye.
Goodbye.